today's video, we'll be looking at strange and creepy TikToks that will make you question reality.
So Tyson, you know, he wasn't on our radar for a while, and based on that certain instance, we realized his influence and the power he has within his community. And with someone who can assemble that many thousands of people at one time is someone who can assemble revolution if they would like. So we had to immediately go and pick him up and talk to him about which direction his career would be going. Will he continue to work with us, or will he vanish? So yes, we took him in, we spoke with him, and we told him certain things that we want him to continue pushing. We want him to continue pushing lots of sex to the young children. We want him to keep pushing degeneracy to the young children and how they grow up. And we pretty much let him know that we run everything. He was never in jail. He was talking to us. So, you know, Tyson, we really like him, and we're going to keep a close eye on him because he does have a way of gathering thousands of people, and we don't like that at all.
Yo, I can definitely see this happening. He's like the biggest influencer right now.
I'm sorry, scientists just did what? They created the Matrix. What do you mean they just created the Matrix? Wait, the Matrix is real? Oh, hell yeah, bitch. And they're not playing this time. So you know that game Pong, right? The one where like you have to make sure that the little dot doesn't fly off out into space somewhere. You have to use your paddle going up and down to make sure that that shit doesn't move. Well, scientists just took a bunch of human brain cells, put them on some electrodes, and made them play Pong. And girl, it only took them 5 minutes to figure out how to play. And let me tell you something. Once they figured out how to play, that's when the news was revealed. They weren't just playing a game of Pong. They believe they're the paddle. These human brain cells are actually in a matrix, believing that they are the paddle that hits the dot. They think that they're the paddle. Just like they're outside the game, playing the game, but they don't know they're outside the game playing the game. You know? I was already in an existential crisis. I didn't need this on top of it. Because, bitch, what if that's what we're doing right now? What if that's what's going on right now? We're outside of this game somewhere playing this game. It's just a fucking game. And all our family and friends are like, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. You're stuck in the game. And we're like stuck in this matrix. And I'm done. This is it. That's okay. The Matrix is real. Everybody, that's it. We're done. The Matrix is real. Congratulations. You live in a Matrix.
And look, if it is real, you gotta live your best life while you is in it.
Is it true that Kim Porter caught P. Diddy giving another man head?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Whoa.
I'm my sister. She told me from her mouth to my ears. I knew, he's a plenty of dicks, but I'm not even going to these dicks.
So you
right
saying
now.
Kim Porter saw P. Diddy
Absolutely.
make a man penis disappear?
Yes, in his mouth too.
Made it disappear?
In his mouth.
Wow.
In his mouth.
I'm
Yo.
coming. I'm coming.
Man.
Shout out to everybody that's on here, man. Listen, we not playing with P. Diddy. This is surviving P.
Man,
Diddy.
P. Diddy been fucking Will Smith like
Wow.
Usher too.
Yo.
So your sister...
And Usher too. Yeah.
And so-
he been cheating on me cheating on my sister for a lot of years.
Wow.
Like, come on now.
So Diddy been cheating on your sister?
For a lot of years.
You saying with Usher?
Well, Usher and Will Smith.
I heard about the Usher.
Wow. So you...
And Neo, yeah.
So
all of our stuff. Tevin Campbell, yeah.
Oh my God. Do y'all hear the industry secret?
Orlando Brown, yeah. He know about P. Diddy. He been sucking this thing. He said,
Wow.
he been giving him a whoosh right, yeah. He did Diddy been sucking his dick for years, and he a baby too.
Exclusive interview with Kim Porter's sister. I told y'all I got the juice, and she's putting out all the industry
Man,
secrets.
I'm
She
in
done been at the
everybody out.
parties.
I'm in everybody out. Like, anybody want it? Yeah, come fuck with me. Young. Yeah.
Anybody in P. Diddy's staff, she's not afraid. Kim
Yeah.
Porter's sister right here.
Yes, P. Diddy, come see me. Yeah, I'm on your ass like grass. What's up?
Smash that like button, guys. It hit different when Kim Porter's sister hit you up.
Yes.
It hit different.
Yes.
And she exposing P. Diddy.
Yes.
And she said her whole...
gay ways and how he killed my sister and try to cover it up. Like, y'all seen it on the news. He act like he trying to get in there. You know you motherfuckers see somebody to kill him because she's about to air you out. Let's be clear.
So listen.
My sister was about to air him out.
And that's why you
And
think
then
she
that's
is.
why she get in the dead. Look, watch the footage, right?
Yo, didn't they say the same thing about Jamie Foxx? They said Jamie Foxx was finna air out all that the information about Diddy and all the parties and stuff like that. And then he said somebody tried to take him out. Man, look, this is her sister. She telling us basically what everybody else been telling us. It's like, how many people got to tell us this to kind of confirm it? You know what I mean? But hey, it's crazy nonetheless.
He on the camera, right, on the news, trying to get in there. They're trying to hold him back. Get the fuck out of here. You knew what you did with him like you did with everybody else. Biggie Smalls.
Wow.
Motherfucking Tupac.
Wow.
Let's be clear on that. And everybody else that been in your crew for a lot of years. Everybody just came up missing, right?
So did you not like P. Diddy from the beginning when he was dating your sister? Like, did you see something?
I never liked him. I seen the snake in him because he had like, I seen the snake in him. I seen like six all over his head when I seen him.
Shout out to everybody sending the fireballs. We got Kim Porter's sister. I almost cried when I first met her. She met me at the airport. Nothing but hugs.
I haven't let somebody know to hear my story because he been trying to keep me quiet, but I'm coming out.
And they've been trying to keep her quiet. They've been trying to... Listen, we got almost 100 motherfuckers in here, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all got to smash the like button so we can
Please
get this out.
This motherfucker.
Surviving P. Diddy series.
Right. I can't wait till they
Surviving
get in there
Diddy.
with this fake ass
It's gonna be on
They
Netflix.
got some Tupac murder and his man's
Wow.
His man was coming out right snitching them on the local, right?
Wow, and I think your sister's a good woman. And y'all two, they actually look just alike. They actually look just alike.
That's my sister.
Right.
My
And,
sister.
and this is
I'm
her
the
younger
big
sister.
Big sister.
So did you did you try to fight P. Diddy before?
I'm older than her.
Oh, you older than her?
Yeah, I'm older.
She's older than Kim Porter, but is it true that you almost swung on P. Diddy in the elevator before Jay-Z and Solange?
Sure did, and they didn't even put that shit on because they didn't want to see P. Diddy be exposed. Let's be clear on that. But they did that shit to Jay-Z though.
Wow.
They didn't put our elevator situation on that, yeah. When I had a dick in his ass, all the rumors I've been hearing about his ass, I had a dick in his ass.
Wow. So listen, was it a lot of... So did you ever hear about the gay basketball tournaments? Is that true that Diddy had a bunch of men playing basketball without the basketball?
Absolutely. He's a gay man. Like, please,
Wow.
so many people know about this man, but they don't want to tell.
He said they was playing basketball without the basketball. Yo, they wilding on this one.
Right, and we're not against sexuality. She's not against sexuality.
No.
It's just the fact that you were supposed to be straight when you was dating her
It's the
sister.
facts.
And
It's
she
the
don't care. You
facts.
could have went and
It's the
found a
facts.
boyfriend or stayed with Will Smith instead of getting rid of her sister because she knew too much.
But it's the fact though, like, you knew what you did. You knew that I didn't want, you knew that my sister did not want you, right?
Wow.
So you did all these things, right, to silence her. Well, I'm gonna
Somebody
out you
said she's
out.
very pretty.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna out him out. Like, I'm gonna out him out, like, to the core.
Right, and she appreciate us. Kim.
Hey, y'all ready for the Netflix
More
series,
footage
Surviving
of
Diddy?
the map of the world on the moon.
So you wanted more footage of the map of the world on the surface of the moon, huh? Well, you're gonna get...
Yo, yeah, there's a big debate on my last, not my last video, it was a few videos ago, about the moon and what the moon is, right? So, a lot of people have been saying that it's a map of our flat plane, basically.
But first, let me give a disclaimer so this video doesn't get taken down. This video was made strictly for entertainment purposes only. Nothing in this video should be considered factual. We simply point out patterns and things that we notice. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and say the whole damn video is scripted. Alright, now let's get into it. So we got a comment asking for more footage of the moon. So here is some more footage of the moon surface morphing into the world map so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. And at the end, we're gonna go over the map and the continents and kind of break down it. So hopefully you can get a better picture of what I'm saying. Hopefully this video helps. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking for for now and let you just enjoy the footage. But please make sure to let me know what you think in the comments.
I mean, I can kind of see it. That's crazy.
Finally, a real reflection of what our Earth actually looks like. We have both the known world and the extra land that has been unexplored by us, as well as ancient civilizations, which I noted in my previous video. A huge shout out to Sturgios, since he is the only reason we even have this map. Sturgios put a lot of work into this map. He even went down to the smallest minute detail. He has mapped out time zones, seasons, flight paths, and distances. The first true representation of our world in a map, and it is of the utmost importance, primarily due to the unknown landmasses over here. Sturgios named them Terra Vista after a landmass of the same name. But why have we never heard of this island? At least I haven't, have you? Anyways, Sturgios' presentation of our known world here marks the 5 prominent circles of latitude. We can see the Arctic Circle, the tropics, the equator, and the Antarctic Circle. And Sturgios has mapped the sun's concentric journey around these circles of latitude, mapping seasons and time zones with the utmost precision and accuracy. It's crazy. Another huge shout out to Sturgios because he definitely deserves it. So now that I've broken it down a little bit more and given you some additional longer footage to look at, is it getting easier for you to see the world map reflected onto the moon surface? Or maybe some of you still think I'm crazy. But hey, opinions are like buttholes, everybody's gotta have one, right? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And as always, make sure you like, follow, and share for more videos just like this.
Yeah. Do y'all know what the moon is now? Yeah, it's always in the lyrics. Gotta pay attention.
Y'all ready for the latest celebrity sacrifice? Hey everybody, it is me, Cory, with the keys, and y'all are not gonna want to believe this story of Gilly the King and his son.
Not
Gilly the King laying his oldest son, Devin Spady, to rest on Monday. Spady, who rapped under the name Young Cheese, was killed in a shooting at the corner of Masher and Nedro last Thursday night. Family friends we spoke with believe losing a son to gun violence will motivate Gilly even more to stay active in his fight.
A few moments ago.
Man, I want y'all to really pay attention. Look at this. You got Wallow
look at him
right
about
here.
to cry
He's ready
back
to
here.
sign, no hesitation. He ain't worried about it. In the background, you got Gilly the King. You can tell he looks troubled. He's about to sign a deal for $50 million. Why does he look like he's in pain? You can tell he's really thinking hard. He knows what he's about to have to give up. This is the really creepy part. You got Wallow in the background. He's singing chants. Seems like he's trying to hype him up. Some kind of ritual. And he's looking really pained right now. In his mind, he's probably thinking, man, $50 million. I can take care of the rest of my kids, my grandkids, my entire lineage. This is a lot of money. But he knows what he's about to have to sacrifice to get this money. After he pumps himself up, he goes ahead and signs. Instantly needs a hug. He needs some support. He needs somebody to hold on to because he knows what he just had to give up for this fortune and fame. It's sick, man. Sacrificed his own son.
That's
too many times, y'all. This is not.
Didn't Gilly's son just die last week? How is he celebrating so soon?
You can tell he's really hurt, right? He did what he had to do. I'm telling you guys, it happens every time. This has been Cory with the keys, with your keys to conspiracy. Like, share, and follow for more conspiracy.
Yo, y'all think Gilly did it?
I said a boom, chicka boom. I said a boom, chicka boom. I said a boom, chicka rocket, chicka boom.
I ain't even seen that yet.
Y'all remember Jamie Foxx speaking on video after his health scare? Let's test it out in the deep fake skin website.
Oh yeah, your boy is definitely a deep fake. That was some AI filter or something right there. Avatar T. Deep fake. That's crazy, y'all. I knew that was not Jamie.
Programmed to believe that we are about to be invaded by aliens. How will they do such a thing? Why will they do such a thing? Well, if you still need to ask why, where the fuck have you been for the past 20 years? Let's just look at COVID, the most recent bullshit event. Let's look at the sheep-esque nature of most of the population that were cowering every night in front of the TV like pathetic little spineless morons, hanging on the every word of little fucking creatures like Chris Whitty or the completely impartial, of course, Patrick Vallance. Oh yes, Patrick Vallance, with all of his millions of shares in the fucking vaccine companies. Now, if that's not a conflict of interest, I don't know what the fuck is. For fuck's sake, they even tell you that these poison producers can't be held liable under the guise of rushing through the great cure so that we can all resume our lives doing fuck all like little slaves again. How would they fake an invasion? Well, have you seen the hologram technology? It's pretty fucking impressive, right? And if you think that's the tech that they have access to, you're greatly mistaken. Don't be so naive to think that as soon as such advancements are made, that they are unleashed upon the public. It's not the way it works, far from it. In fact, the technology that they show us is fucking prehistoric in comparison to what they have. They would fake such an invasion with great ease. Now just imagine for a minute the levels of control they could command if they were to pull this off. It would make the lockdowns of COVID-19 look like a fucking tea party. We are currently being absolutely battered left, right and centre with bullshit content, news articles, videos, public hearings, you name it, it's out there. And remember, if it's in the news, it's because they fucking want you to know. And by now, I hope you have enough nous about you to realise that it's not because they care about you. Let's take a look at the death cult brainwashing from around the world, because this truly is blatantly fucking incredible.
Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Are you aware of an impending attack on the planet Earth? I'll repeat the question.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, Biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
We'll return to our coverage of the earthquakes and the aftermath in Turkey and Syria in a moment, but first I want to bring you some breaking news that's just come into us here at Sky in the last few minutes. It's come from a tweet from the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, who has said on Twitter, "I ordered the takedown of an unidentified object that violated Canadian airspace at NORAD Command, shot down the object over the Yukon. Canadian and US aircraft were scrambled and a US F-22 successfully fired at the object." The Prime Minister goes on to say that he spoke with President Biden this afternoon. Canadian forces will now recover and analyse the wreckage of the object, and he goes on to thank NORAD for keeping watch over North America. Now,
So this is what I think is going to happen, right? First, they're going to take away the guns. You know, they're going to pass these gun laws. They're going to take away everybody's guns. Then they're going to send in the Army or the National Guard or whoever, right? So you can already have them up in your neighborhoods. Then they're going to fake the alien invasion. Then you're going to have to be forced to stay inside because it's for your own safety. And then it's martial law. Then they taking over.
The Truth Hidden in Movies, Part 4. The movie we're going to talk about today is a brand new Netflix movie by the name of They Clone Tyrone. This movie really messed my head up because it showed us a lot of what's going on in the world that our everyday people would turn a blind eye to. The only part of the movie was only scratching the surface of what was actually going on. There's things along the lines of mind control, human experimentation, and even secret organizations putting carcinogenic chemicals in our everyday items. The movie gets hella deep, so I'm about to show y'all these clips and y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. Subscribe to my YouTube for more content.
Man, I hope this ain't copyrighted, y'all, or else I'm gonna have to cut this out.
I know this motherfucker for years. I ain't never seen him laugh. Not once. I ain't never seen him laugh. Never seen you laugh.
It's in the
I ain't
chicken.
seen him laugh once. It's a goddamn chicken. It's the chicken. The powder. The powder in the chicken. Look, when I was in the trap house, there was some white powder right there. I thought it was cocaine. I took some of it. It wasn't cocaine. I started laughing. You break some, I shoot a nigga. Now we here. We eating this chicken. We all laughing. It's in fucking chicken. Let's call her. They drug dealers too.
Oh, these devious motherfuckers.
It's in the perms or the relaxers. That's what's called a
I'm
relaxer.
serious, okay? At this point, I'm using my gas. I put this shit in everything.
That grape drink. Dang, got him on Sunday service too.
I ain't been to church in a while. Something is up.
Underground experiments. Why you think all these people go missing? Swear. That's why the club you can't even go out no more because of music. Try to party for 3 hours listening to some killing music.
They some evil motherfuckers.
What's wrong, y'all? We done crossed the Rubicon. This ain't no vanilla missionary shit. This some sex dungeon mint chocolate chip bukkake shit. Y'all realize what they doing, right?
Experimenting on niggas. I was there.
Nigga, mind control. The chicken, the communion, the pipe cream. All the fuck with how we feel, what we do, what we think to control us.
Why? Do it matter? They Clockwork Orange in this. We their target audience. We got to go.
Yeah, we gotta get the fuck up out of here. Nigga, you ain't the only one in here. There's other motherfuckers out there who need our help. We gotta tell somebody. We gotta, like, blow the lid off this shit.
Look at me, Patan. This ain't no cool hand Johnny from the Boulevard type shit. This is Major League. It's Uncle Motherfucker Sam. Get the fuck out of here. We got to.
Y'all, the movie is wild. You gotta check out the movie if you ain't already seen it. I mean, they showed us a lot
Kanye
right there.
knew Charlemagne was an industry plant all along. Listen.
They want to hear him talk, man. No, they want this man to
They
throw them
want.
blows, man. That's what they waiting for. They waiting for Charlemagne to tap these gloves and go at Ye.
I'm not
So
trying
let's
to throw
go.
blows, but this is what I want to
Let's go.
Like, to me, it seems like you're such a walking contradiction.
In a recent interview on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, The Breakfast Club, Charlemagne and DJ Envy were asked this.
How was it when y'all got that visit from the next level?
What's the next level?
The people, man.
What's the next level?
When you ready, when your career is at that level, and then you get a visit to go to the next level.
Y'all, this tied right into the last Gilly video we just watched. Literally. Man, look, I believe it. Trust me. I'm with Ye. He a plant.
Illuminati. I ain't say no names.
We ain't supposed to speak about that, Wallow.
Yeah, we don't speak about that.
Wallow, you know we ain't supposed to. That's why I'm sweating here.
I ain't even gonna say that because I might get called in for that. I'm just.
Did you see Charlemagne's reaction? They ain't allowed to talk about it, right? They was just joking though, right?
They tell us all the time. Put him on Front Street though.
So creative.
Yeah, that's wild, man. Like, I don't know, but
this picture
that's
might be
crazy.
the strangest and weirdest photo ever on the internet. Okay, so we all know Jeffrey Epstein. And if you don't, you should definitely do a little more research. And we all know George W. Bush, right? Well, what if I told you Jeffrey Epstein had a painting of George W. Bush that is extremely weird and just disturbing? Jeffrey Epstein actually owned this painting of George W. Bush that I'm about to show you right now. Okay, at first look, it looks like nothing out of the ordinary, right?
The two planes.
Until you notice the two Jenga towers collapsed and the two paper airplanes. And does that ring a bell to you? There's a whole conspiracy theory that Bush did 9/11, and in this painting, there's two towers collapsed and there's two planes, just like there was in 9/11. But the question is, why in the world did Jeffrey Epstein own this painting and have it? Is this proof that George Bush actually did 9/11, or is it just some sick joke that they have with each other? Either way, this whole painting is just unsettling because there is a very big conspiracy theory that George Bush did 9/11. And if that was true, why would Jeffrey Epstein have this kind of evidence? I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud, but let me know what you guys think about this.
Man, look, man, does that confirm it for y'all?
Nowadays, it's pretty common to hear artists in the hip-hop industry talk about the Illuminati. But back in the 90s, it was practically unheard of. Aside from a few artists like Tupac and Prodigy from Mobb Deep, it was radio silence when it came to the Illuminati. But in 1998, rapper Ras Kass released his song The End. And at the very end of the song, there was an outro by Jordan Maxwell where he talks about the Illuminati and how the Statue of Liberty fits into the equation. Then a year later, in 1999, Wu-Tang Clan put out a compilation album called Wu Chronicles Chapter 1, and they included Ras Kass's song on it and kept the Jordan Maxwell outro as part of the song. And this is that exact outro as it appeared on the song. Check this shit out.
The average person out there, they've never heard this term. Word Illuminati comes from the Latin word illumina, or illumin, means light. And so anyone who is enlightened or brilliant, of course, those who are the most enlightened are called brilliant.
Well, it comes from Lucifer.
Well,
what we're really talking about here
yeah.
is Lucifer, the fallen angel, and they have picked up on this, the Illuminati.
It implies those who hold the light, the enlightened ones, and they sent us as statues. As a matter of fact, those ancient Illuminatis sent us a statue called the Statue of Liberty. It's holding the torch of illumination, which is the Promethean torch of Freemasonry. And if you go to the Statue of Liberty, you'll see a bronze plaque inside saying that this was given to the government of America by the French Grand Orient Temple Masons. And it is a symbol of Grand Orient Freemasonry in America, the holder of the light. And that's exactly the same torch that is carried during the Olympics. It is the torch of Prometheus.
It's not the torch of freedom.
No, it's not the torch of freedom.
Of the Illuminati.
Illumination.
The torch of illumination, y'all. We done found out.
Records contract, and I'm signing it because I'm going to have my first record ever and selling my soul to Hollywood Records.
What?
I'm so excited! Get me a little sign here tabs. Sign here, sign here, sign here. Yeah, you don't touch that. Done. Done. I just signed my first record contract ever.
Yeah, all that paper. That mother was like a dictionary.
Do you know the Adam Sandler theory? No. Okay, so we all know Adam Sandler and his iconic movies, but I saw a video by Sean Coney, and there's a crazy theory that all the movies that Adam Sandler has been in are all connected.
That would be so epic if they're all connected.
Yeah, so in his past movies, he's had multiple people come back to play the same exact character in different movies, showing they're all connected. Like, we all remember Happy Gilmore, and if you look back at who his caddy is, the same exact character is seen in Jack and Jill 18 years later playing the same role.
That caddy was the best.
Yeah, and remember Chubbs?
Yeah, Happy's coach.
Yeah, so in Happy Gilmore, we see Chubbs fall out of the window and die, but in the movie Little Nicky, when they're in heaven, they see Chubbs there, and they literally call him Chubbs, and they say he used to be a pro golfer. But we also see in Little Nicky one of Rob Schneider's iconic characters, who's always yelling, "You can do it," who's also in The Waterboy and The Longest Yard. And in Big Daddy, Rob Schneider plays the sandwich delivery guy, who's also seen in Mr. Deeds as the same exact character.
Those were honestly two of his best movies.
Y'all, we are in the Sandler verse.
Y'all ready for this? America's biggest meat producer is in trouble.
Tyson Foods announced the closure of 4 chicken processing plants today amid huge business losses. Turns out people are buying a lot less chicken. I think it's time for an economics lesson. So this is red. That means bad. Their stock is down 10%. But this is green. Green means good. I'm not like saying out loud that there's a conspiracy to kill the plant-based industry in the media, but
y'all know what's going on. Y'all, what's going on in Maui? Look at the cars. Straight up disintegrated almost, like melted. Crazy. Look, it melted. I don't know, it looked a little strange to me though, just like it's crazy because you got some buildings that are still intact and you got cars melting. They're about to rebuild the city, y'all. That's what they did. Like one of my last commenters said, you know, like this probably is the same thing that happened in the 1800s with all those fires. Just so they can rebuild. Man, it's crazy. Like they said, clearly.
Them and to prevent them from becoming Christians.
In one example from a high school textbook, a Communist Party revision of John chapter 8 about the woman caught in adultery says, Jesus once said to the angry crowd who was trying to stone a woman who had sinned, "He who is without sin among you, let him cast a stone at her." When his words came to their ears, they stopped moving forward. When everyone went out, Jesus stoned the woman himself and said, "I am also a sinner."
We have seen the escalation. The Bibles for children is totally forbidden, and all the Bible apps were forcefully removed from every e-commerce app store. Millions of Chinese Christian children were forced to sign a form renouncing their faith.
Yo, that's crazy. You can't trust anything, really.
School was canceled.
Alright, so it says you just witnessed the biggest land grab of your lifetime. School was canceled, the water was turned off, the escape route was blocked off. Dang. All Hawaii officials were off island when fire occurred. Wow, isn't that a coincidence? They didn't sound any alarms, and they did not use the phone alert system, which is sketchy right there because I get alerts for stuff in different states. So, man, what's going on in Hawaii, y'all?
Let's go! Go, bro. Yeah, go. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. What the fuck? Let's go! Damn, it's hot. Just go there. We're good.
Alright, let's see. It says within days, land offers to the indigenous people, donations confiscated and collected, put in metal containers instead of giving to the people. All the land that was trying to be purchased destroyed, and Maui natives will not be able to afford rebuilding. Anyone not compliant and staying at FEMA shelter denied help.
It's okay. We're almost to the end of the meal. We're almost to the
Our faith, our government betrayed the native Hawaiians and burned them out of their land and history. Of course.
The
You
truth
know how
is
it's gonna
stranger
go.
than fiction. Take a listen.
I'm about to prove you that Jesus Christ, God bless him, is a continuation of ancient sun god worship. I'm not going to tell you to look it up. I'm going to prove it.
Go ahead and prove it then.
I'm going to establish Jesus Christ as the sun in the sky. S-U-N. Okay? Here we go. First of all, the name of the Egyptian sun god is Amen-Ra. Did you know that when you go to church and say amen at the end of your prayers, you are paying homage to the Egyptian sun god? You are. Your preacher should tell you that. Why don't you say, all hail to the Egyptian sun god, in whose name we pray, instead of saying amen? That's his name. Now, with me, go to page 1004 in the Bible, Revelation 3, verse 14. Revelation 3, verse 14. And Jesus Christ says, and unto the angel of the church of the Laodiceans, these things say the Amen. Jesus Christ calls himself the Amen, which is the name of the Egyptian sun god. Matthew chapter 9, page 784. I'm going to give you another inference that Jesus is the sun god, okay? Matthew 9, verse 15. Okay? Here's Jesus talking. Can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? He had just referred to himself as the bridegroom. Okay? Jesus has referred to himself as the bridegroom. Go with me to page 471. The book of Psalms, Psalm chapter 19. Psalm chapter 19. This is interesting. Jesus refers to himself as the bridegroom in Psalm chapter 19, verse 4. Their line has gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is as a what? Bridegroom coming out of the chamber. The Bible said, and the ancients referred to the sun in the sky as the bridegroom. Jesus has called himself by the name of the Egyptian sun god. Amen. He's just referred.
Something just came to mind, guys. So like, when I go outside and it's a bright day and sun's out, and if I look towards the sun and I squint really hard, but you know my eyes are still open, the sun starts to look like a cross. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. There's a line that goes down and there's a line that's across. So this, I don't know, man. This could be very true. Like he's finna break it down for us.
To himself as the bridegroom. You cannot question this. And I'll tell you why you can't question it. Because it's an astronomical, universal fact of the cosmos. There's nothing you can do to change it. You ready for it? Here we go. On December the 21st, which is very close to now, the sun in the sky goes through the constellation Crux, which is called the cross. It happens on December the 21st. It doesn't make any difference whether you believe it or not. It doesn't make any difference whether the pastor believes it. On December the 21st, the sun is crucified. And I'll tell you something else. It's the shortest day of the year. It's the darkest day of the year. It's December the 21st. Okay? Now, you ready for the next one? On December the 22nd, December the 23rd, and December the 24th, the sun is entombed in the bowels of the earth 3 days and 3 nights. It's called the winter solstice.
Break it down.
The sun is crucified and is entombed 3 days and 3 nights, December the 22nd, December the 23rd, and December the 24th, and it's called the winter solstice. On December the 25th, the day that we call the birth of God's Son, Christmas, the sun, by the trajectory of the earth, is born, literally born, and begins its upward arc out of the bowels of the earth on December the 25th. Here you have it. The sun is crucified on December the 21st, which is the shortest day of the year. It is entombed in the bowels of the earth during the winter solstice of December 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And on December the 25th, the sun is born again. Now, 30 years after he's born, Jesus is entered into the waterman of John the Baptist. 30 days after the sun is born on December the 25th, it enters into the constellation Aquarius, which is the waterman.
Ooh. Listen, all these religions, all of the ancient knowledge is all based off of cosmology. It's all based off of what we see out there. Everything comes from nature. That's all I'm going to say.
In the spring of the year, the burnt offering takes place. The sun consumes the constellation Aries, and the ancients would call the constellation Aries Ram of God, which takes away the cold of the winter. We changed it to Lamb of God, which takes away the sins of the world. When the sun consumes that ram, it then moves to in the northern hemisphere to the eastern sky, and summer comes. The sun is crucified. It sits in the tomb 3 days and 3 nights. It is born of a bird on December the 25th. It enters the waterman Aquarius. It is the burnt offering which consumes the Lamb of God. And then it sits at the right hand of power, or the right hand of the Father, and summer comes to your life. And the reason that this all occurs is because in the center of your abdomen is a place called the solar plexus, which is the place of the sun. And through the meditation prescribed by the Bible, when the energy is allowed to rise and crucifies the lower flesh, you sit in the tomb of meditation. You are reborn to rise up to that which is the pineal gland of the brain, which is the symbol of Aries, which opens up the right hemisphere of the brain, and summer comes to your life. The winter of your soul ends, and that's why Jesus Christ said, if you want to find, cast your net to the right side. John 21:6. And the sun ends its journey in August. It becomes Leo, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And then you know what happens? It starts its journey all over again. In September, the sun is born of a virgin.
Yo, my man just broke it down crazy for us.
Was this due to weather or on purpose?
Or Maui's. They about to rebuild Maui, or parts of Maui, into a 15-minute city.
At 100 miles in the ocean, 100 miles, how much curvature should there be? 6,000 feet. It's about 6,000 feet of curvature, so you should not be able to see.
Is that how far you can see?
No, you wouldn't be able to see 100 miles away from the ocean. At 100 miles, there should be 6,000 feet of curvature. You don't even understand what that means.
I don't.
I understand what that means. If we live on a ball that at every 100 miles, there should be 6,000 feet of curvature. There's a formula for it. When you look, there's Navy ships that can target other Navy ships with lasers 100 miles away. It would be impossible if there was a 6,000 foot curvature of water. Impossible. They take pictures of their target. Pictures at 100 miles. There's no curvature. It's flat. There should be 6,000 feet of curvature.
Let them know ain't no curvature, man. You could do all the tests. You're not gonna see no curve. Uh-oh, look, direct energy weapons. This what happened in Maui, yo. Look, there go one right there. This is crazy. They're out here burning down everything with these little weapons. Wow. Yo, I'll be saying the same thing, like the cars in Maui, like how they get melted from a forest fire. They out here like Buzz Lightyear with the energy beams.
It happened just over 1 minute into flight.
1 minute 15 seconds, velocity 2,900 feet per second, altitude 9 nautical miles.
Next is former NASA astronaut Judith Resnick with an exact doppelganger working at Yale University. 37 years have passed and she hasn't even changed her name. Side by side, there's no denying it. When she's approached, she has a very odd way of not responding.
Hey, Judy. How you doing? I'm from the press. I just had a quick question, if you don't mind.
What press?
From a radio station in San Bernardino. I know there's a conspiracy about the space shuttle.
Oh, she
I want to be polite. Friendly, just a question. So there's a lot of rumors about you being on that space shuttle. Obviously, you know, if you want to comment, we would really appreciate it.
That's crazy. So she wasn't even on the space
Kind of odd that Judith is in full panic mode when realizing the press is in her presence. She's no stranger to being in the spotlight. She even made her way into Hollywood for a quick cameo.
If the choice is to allow Americans to be taken as hostages or to be executed, I'll bring my own fucking rope. Saddam backed down, and Ambassador Wilson helped thousands get safely home. When he himself came home to the United States, he was warmly greeted by our president, who took him to the Oval Office and introduced him to the War Cabinet as an American hero.
I mean, you can see it in the teeth, honestly. The teeth look exactly the same, you know, like.
Big Bang Theory, an asteroid strike is expected September 23rd. In the movie Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, an asteroid strikes September 23rd.
No. They are not about to try to make no fake asteroid strike on September 23rd. I am not ready for that, y'all. But I can see them doing it, man.
Julia, a meteor strikes September 23rd. Knowing, solar flare strikes September 22nd,
It's coming.
lasting until September 23rd. Little Shop of Horrors, humans are threatened by an event, September 23rd. Tomorrowland, disaster strikes September 23rd. 23, hell will arrive September 23rd. Sleepy Hollow, a dimension opens up September 23rd. Ghostbusters, evil is released on September 23rd. This is the end. 9/23 is the date the rapture happens. Pandemic. Outbreak starts September 23rd. Either fake aliens, fake Carrington event, or a fake asteroid, September 2023.
All right, y'all. We gotta be ready for September 23rd, man. Something's happening. I'm gonna have a live on September 23rd.
Now, is it me or is she moving her mouth so that she can say whatever the hell she want her to say?
All right, quick pause. This is funny because I'm reacting to her reacting to her reacting. You know, we got a triple threat right now.
Roll the footage. Interview with FBI employees. Have some administrative matters first. I wanted to introduce him to Look at her lips. Page 55 from the committee's interview with FBI employee Roy Demlow, who I wanted to introduce him to the record. Page 55 from the committee's interview with page 55 from the committee's interview which took place on July 17, 2023. In that
No, that's crazy. I don't know what to say about this.
2023. In that, we're to leave this interview and we're to suggest or imply that when you said the laptop was real, that it meant that the FBI had affirmatively determined in October 2020 that the laptop belonged to Hunter Biden. We're to leave this interview and we're to suggest or imply that when you said the laptop was real, that it meant that the FBI had affirmatively determined in October 2020 that the laptop belonged to Hunter Biden. What's she covered her mouth for? Would they be representing what you said, correct? Answer by Ms. Demlo. They would be representing what I said because I... Come on, man. How slow are you? How slow do they think we are? Man, just wow, bro. Wow. In real time. I seen you. Man, get your ass up out of here.
Hundreds of thousands of Americans are astonishingly becoming allergic to red meat and
Oh, how convenient! What a coincidence! Oh no, people are allergic to red meat now? Almost like there's an agenda to stop people from eating red meat. Don't worry though, we will be eating the bugs. Because the overlords, the World Economic Forum, want you to eat the bugs. Supervillain Klaus Schwab wants you to eat the bugs. And his dad was a Nazi. And this guy is completely playing the role of the Sith Lord.
Straight up.
I'm done with this movie, guys. I'm done. I'm done living in this movie. I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home, and I'm ready to watch this movie from above with my king. I'm done being down here living in the movie. I'm ready to just watch it from above. Now, the narrative they are pushing is that ticks are the reason why people are now allergic to red meat, that they are bit by a certain tick and now they cannot process red meat properly. Now, I do not believe this narrative, and even if I did, I would still believe it was manufactured, just like Lyme disease, if you look into the history of where Lyme disease came from. But I believe with my little...
Yo, what's going on with Lyme disease? I didn't know that that was a conspiracy or some stuff going on with that. Let me know, because I'm about to look into that actually, because that was a big thing with these ticks.
Tinfoil conspiracy hat on, that may be the reason why some people are now allergic to red meat out of nowhere, was maybe they took a mystery serum a year or two ago and it changed their biology. And how convenient, the one making fake meat, the one pushing the insect agenda, is also the one who pushed the serum juice narrative. What a coincidence. How convenient. Not buying it for a second. I truly believe the mystery juice, you guys know what I'm talking about, changed people on the inside, and now they cannot process red meat with a certain enzyme in the meat, which, how convenient, it goes right into the agenda of having us eat insects and eat plants and not red meat, because they do not want the population getting the proper nutrition from red meat, all to destroy us. That is my 3 minutes on this little conspiracy theory video. I love you guys all so much. God bless, and remember, the just shall live by faith.
I don't know if I want to eat no insects, guys. I'm straight.
Meridian Police Department detective. Okay, and for whatever reason, they're looking for your truck.
And then it was just more and more and more, and pretty soon there was probably 10 to 15 police cars around, 20 different officers or so, right? The detectives came up and they told us, hey, you know, we have a CPS referral for you guys. It looks like you guys missed your appointment this morning.
Levi, do me a favor, step out of the car. No, I want you to step out of the car. Not right now.
You don't have no rights.
Get out of the car. I'm not gonna screw around with you, okay? Get out of the car right now. Get back now, or you're gonna go to jail.
Detain for what?
We're not gonna screw with you. You understand? Not to.
What crime did I commit? No, felony injury to child. Get out of the car. Hey, you can't abuse me. I'm getting out. I'm getting out.
Dang, he's trying to pull her out the car.
For what reason? For a felony injury to a child. Okay?
And I knew what was going to happen at this point, but I didn't want to accept it.
The officers come around to my side. They open the truck door, and at this moment, when this is all happening, I remembered what I prayed, and immediately I knew, I had no doubt in my mind they were going to take him. No matter what happened, they were going to take him.
Give me the baby, okay?
I can't. Can you please help me right now? You understand? I'm in desperate want right now.
We know.
I really need your help right now.
Help. We'll give you that opportunity, okay? But we're going to take him to the hospital. And if you want to go, you can come along.
Can I ride with him?
Then take her away from you and get in.
They won't even let her ride with the kid.
The fear that I had at that moment was like absolutely paralyzing. I don't think they're...
Yo, that's crazy. They just can take your child and not tell you anything. Like, I mean, I don't know the backstory behind this, but still, like, she seems very concerned and they don't care at all. It seems like they just want that baby.
Many things I wouldn't have done to keep him. And so he says, come into the ambulance with the baby. We just want to check on him. We won't separate you. You can go to the hospital with him. You can ride in the ambulance and you won't be separated. I promise you. You can trust me.
The officer told me that I could go with him in the ambulance into the hospital.
Yeah, and I don't know what was said before then. I was not a part of that conversation.
You can't take him. You can't. Guys, I can't. You understand what happens when the state takes custody of babies? I've seen this so many times. I can't be that next person.
It has been reported over and over that 6 times as many children die in foster care than in the general public. Once a child is legally kidnapped and placed in official safety, the child is far more likely to suffer abuse, including sexual molestation and/or rape.
So you have one option at this point. You need to give him to the EMT, and you can go on your merry way with your friends and your family who's out there.
That's not merry at all.
Or I remove him from you and you go to jail. You need to make
crazy.
that decision. You need to make it now.
I won't let him go.
Okay. Okay, please let him go so he does not get hurt, okay?
I'm going out swinging.
She's going to jail. Okay.
I just said I couldn't, but I let him go first.
Put your hands on your back, okay?
And he had his hands over the EMT's shoulder, like reaching out for me. They closed the ambulance door. That was the last thing I saw.
No, go in the car. In the car. It's all right. It's okay.
Cyrus!
It's okay. In the car.
No, let me say bye.
You're going to make it worse. You're going to make it worse. Say goodbye.
These are crimes against humanity.
Straight up.
For financial gain. Rights are removed from parents. Human rights, civil rights, and even religious rights.
But this is a level and order of magnitude in terms of wickedness right up there with abortion and all other great evils. Man-stealing is a capital crime, meaning God says those people who kidnap or who steal other men by force are worthy of death.
Yeah, that got my skin itching. I don't even, man, look, it's just a very touchy thing. Like, imagine someone coming in and stealing your child, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you probably won't even get it back. The system's messed up.
I'm at Whole Foods and I'm about to pay for my groceries with my...
Uh-oh. We're moving closer to that society, y'all.
That's the coolest thing ever.
Wow. They've been doing that in China for a while, though.
Original document from 1829. And here is the article. I'll read it to you now. Jerusalem. There is a report that the Rothschilds have purchased Jerusalem. We see nothing improbable that in the pecuniary distress of the Sultan, he should sell some part of his dominions to preserve the rest, or that the Rothschilds should purchase the ancient capital of their nation. They are wealthy beyond desire, perhaps even avarice, and so situated, it is quite reasonable to suppose that they may seek something else to gratify their ambitions that shall produce most important effects. If secured in the possession, and which may be brought about by money, they might instantly, as it were, gather a large nation together, soon to become capable of defending itself, and having a wonderful influence over the commerce and the conditions of the East, rendering Judea, again, the place of deposit of the large portion of the wealth of the ancient world.
How did we not notice this on the show Married with Children?
Man, hopefully you don't copyright this, y'all.
Excuse me. Aren't you Bruce Jenner?
Yo. They told us a long time ago.
And now please welcome Mr. Bruce Jenner.
And they told us too. So everybody knew what Bruce
Jenner. Dinner is all of them. The mom, the kids, and the grandma, Bruce Jenner. You know, it's whack as
I can't believe that came out of Bruce Jenner's vagina.
Bruce Jenner is a man.
No, Brian. That's what the press would have you believe, but he's not. Bruce Jenner is a woman.
That's crazy.
Excuse me. Aren't you Bruce Jenner?
Jamie Foxx old video from his Instagram on MLK Day. I don't know if this site is accurate, but it sure is interesting.
Martin Luther King Day. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of the fans that have been supporting Alert, Missing Persons Unit on Fox. Thanks to you, we are the #1, the highest stream.
Here are the results.
And let's see. No deepfake detected.
No deepfake detected.
Okay. So that was actually him then?
This video is just some further information I've learned throughout the day about the Maui wildfires and the conspiracy that goes along with it. First and foremost, you have Hawaii's governor coming out earlier today with this press conference and stating this.
So as far as the disaster, there are 99 fatalities that are confirmed.
So if you listen to the mainstream narrative, you have 99 people that are unalived as a result of the Maui wildfires. So I've done a lot of research today, and I've also spoken with 2 locals who gave me some pertinent information. So first and foremost, this number of casualties here, saying 99, is far, far from the truth. There are hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people that have been unalived due to this.
Look, they're talking about the exit routes was cut off. They didn't tell you anything. There was no warning. Y'all seen all them cars burnt up, people trying to drive through the fires. There's no way that it was just 99. If an entire city gets burned down, basically, how there's only 99 people. So here's my take on it. There's probably 99 non-locals, meaning the indigenous mobs. They ain't counting them. They just counting some other people. You know what I'm saying? Just so that they can try to wipe it out and then rebuild.
Tragedy. Also, in confirmed information, I do know that corporations are already reaching out to the locals in hopes that they'll sell the land. Don't listen to the mainstream media.
Being blown up is starting to seem hoaxy to me. I don't trust anything that make it to national news. So if I don't see it happen in real life with my eyes, I just don't trust it anymore. You know, this shit could have really happened, but in the age of freaking deep fake and AI, who the fuck knows? Like, they can make like videos of people fighting, multiple people fighting, at once. Like, this is why they don't need Hollywood anymore. Situation was justified. You know, the old man got jumped, okay, and people came to his aid. So I definitely don't see anything wrong with what happened. I just, you know, how people are blowing this out of proportion is just crazy. Like, so many videos is made about this. People are just celebrating, like, they're acting like they destroyed their fucking backwards ass system. Like, none of that shit occurred. Like, they still run America. We still use a fiat currency. They're still poisoning your ass. But hey, we have this Montgomery Brawl situation. Yay. Niggas did. They fought back against racist white people. This is something niggas rarely do. They rarely do this shit. And they constantly fight each other. They constantly shoot each other. Like, we're still killing each other in the fucking streets. Niggas was getting killed in the streets before and after. This situation is still getting killed in the streets by each other. Okay, it's not crooked racist cops murdering us down, mowing us down in the streets. It's other niggas. So until we fix that situation, we ain't shit still, okay? There is no unity.
You know what? I see no lie in what she said. Honestly, it's not that big of a victory. It's not a victory at all. It's literally, it's a shame that it even had to happen, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that we here in 2023 and we still going through the same things that we've been going through for years and years and years. And it does kind of seem like somewhat of a psyop in a way. The fact that everyone, like, man, for like weeks, it's all talking about the same thing. All joking about the same thing. They got shirts being made, all type of stuff. All for what, though? Because somebody got hit in the head with a chair. And that's something to celebrate? It's crazy.
Spirituality actually evil. So I guess there's still people out here trying to...
Hey, but one thing I do want to say, though. That song went in, though.
Hey, I'm really proud of y'all. Montgomery Brawl.
Hey, that song by G-Mac Cash. Hey, I rock with the song, though.
I tell people that spirituality is actually evil and demonic. So there's people out here saying that the Egyptians are evil and satanic, saying that they got the tree of life from Satan. But since y'all don't know, they took everything from us. I want y'all to pause it and read it. Y'all be saying shit like this because y'all don't know your history. Y'all be ignorant, speaking on stuff y'all don't know about. I want y'all to take a look at the flower of life. This is the origin of all creation. Now I want to show you how they just took everything from us. And this is the tree of life. Just a stem from the flower of life. And they over here trying to make it evil. The Egyptians was here before the Bible, before any other religious book, before Satan was even introduced. All that stuff I just showed you was made way before anything satanic. I want y'all to take a look at this 6-point star right here. You see how they reverse it and make it the Star of David? Flower of life makes up 33 circles. And 33 circles birth all creation. That's why we have 33 vertebrae in our spine. That's why Jesus died at age 33. And that's why the Freemason top degree is 33. So you see, they took all this shit from us. The Egyptians actually understood the flower of life. We have all the knowledge within us. We have just been cut off from our knowledge. The Egyptians was connected with the source that was in tune naturally. Their pineal gland was open. Y'all be so quick to say the third eye is evil because the Illuminati uses this eye. Not even knowing they got that from us too. Y'all don't know your history, y'all are ignorant. Look at the pineal gland and look at the designs around it. They took this from us and now we have this. Now they're taking your stuff away and scaring you away from it, saying it's evil and demonic. The reason why this is disconnected from the pyramid is because they putting it in your face that they took your knowledge and you don't know your history. That's why the eye is disconnected from the pyramid. You are disconnected from your third eye. You're disconnected from yourself. That's why they put it on the dollar bill so you can see that shit every day. Now they're trying to tell you that the Kundalini energy is evil and demonic. Kundalini energy is just symbolic to your cerebrospinal fluid. You don't just call everything evil and demonic. You lack knowledge on something and now you have to believe that it's evil and demonic because somebody say it is. The reason why we use this snake for our Kundalini energy, because once your cerebrospinal fluid rises up and hits your pineal gland, it swells up and opens up like a cobra. That's why the pharaohs put serpents and cobras on their head to symbolize they had their pineal gland open. There was nothing evil or satanic behind what our ancestors did. Y'all calling them evil and demonic, meanwhile these are your ancestors. There is not one problem with spirituality, so why y'all trying to keep people away from it?
You know, he dropping some gems right there, straight up.
Hey, if you always on your phone, this is what you need to do so you don't go blind by the time you 63.
Right.
Most of all the
I need to show this video to my wife because, look y'all, it be 10 o'clock at night. I be having my eyes closed. I look to the left, I'm like, look, babe, you gonna be blind by the time you 40. You better quit playing. So I'm gonna have to show her this one.
Electronics that you use that uses artificial lights uses the fake blue light to fuck up your eyes. And what they do is they disrupt the melatonin levels in your body, causing all type of problems. Even though you don't feel pain, that don't mean you're not straining your eyes. If you look at this spectrum, you can see that it's closer to invisible radiation.
Hold on, y'all. Let me put my blue light glasses on real quick. Starting to feel a little strain.
So you're literally frying your eyes every time you on one of these electronics. So here's what you need to do. You need to go to your settings, go to display and brightness, and go to night shift mode. And I want you to copy these settings. But the more you put it to the right side, the more visible and the less your eyes will strain. The more on this side, the more your eyes get messed up. So I would just put that on whatever setting that works best for you. But you need this on. Peace, y'all boys.
Y'all better do that, man. Get the iPhone, change your settings. Mine already changed.
Check this shit out. This is weird as hell. This is weird as hell. Check this out.
Whoa, you see that?
Why the fuck is he the only thing glitching? The background ain't moving. The fucking foreground ain't moving.
Is he really there?
How the fuck that even? That's crazy. He ain't even real.
That's a hologram?
What's going on?
Yeah, do y'all think that was a hologram or just a coincidence?
I bet you guys didn't know that your hands actually have different chakra portals and different portals of energy. You are able to actually make...
Dragon Ball Z taught us that. All my DBZ fans, stand up. They said you got to focus on your Kai. You know what I'm saying? And get the energy together. Then you'll be able to fly.
Manipulate energy with your hands. Do meditations and focus on the magnetism. So many times I would actually do these meditations and feel the magnetism within my hands. Especially if you are someone who knows that you do Reiki or you know you have the ability of Reiki, you will specifically aid in this. But one thing I definitely want to talk about is rubbing your hands together as fast as you possibly can, because that is going to create an energy, right? That's why it's hot. That's going to create an energy. Using that, spreading your hands out and manipulating the energy. So do know that you, bro, I'm telling you, like, this world is so fake, bro. Like, you're able to do whatever you want. Just pay attention, bro. Like, everything you see in TV, it's about reality to a certain extent.
Yeah, I'm finna try to get my superpowers.
You gotta start speaking life and power into yourself. You really can speak things into existence. We all know that words are spells. So whatever you say, you invoke. That's why I never say things like I'm broke or I can't do something. The most important conversation you will ever have is the one inside your own head. If you can control that conversation and shift that internal dialogue to a positive one, it will change your life. A lot of people unconsciously curse themselves every day just with their repetitive thoughts and words. It's a lot of people that haven't said anything positive to themselves in weeks or months. They probably haven't even heard anything positive in their life, period. Because most people are watching the news, following this low vibrational shit on social media, and their own thoughts are negative. So a lot of people are in a perpetual negative feedback loop non-stop, to the point where if you say something positive to them, they might actually get offended. You have to raise your vibration in order to manifest a new reality.
The only thing...
Look, y'all, We gotta stop the spells, stop the curses.
I think I'm thankful for this lockdown that it made me start thinking and asking questions about this. They supposedly care about our health and stuff, but they allow, the FDA approves of McDonald's and allows all of this chemicals in our food, but they care about our health apparently, yeah.
Exactly.
And the medication and they only, it's just all a business. You get medication and then you gotta go back and buy another. It's just, it's not, they don't care about your health. They don't care. Just people are brainwashed. People are, they don't let no one, they let everyone think for them, and they let the news think for them, and it's just, it's crazy. I for sure don't turn on the TV and look at News 12. I watch documentaries because, you know, Google sometimes isn't the best option to look for your information, since they censor a lot of articles and stuff that's you know, has answers. The main, not only that, Google and YouTube and Instagram, there's way more other platforms that share a lot of information.
Yo, she woke for real. She knows exactly what's going on.
This is why I say we live in hell. Like, I don't mean it literally, but oh my gosh. If you look, like, if you imagine looking at a tree or a bush and being like, that bush is ugly or imperfect, right? And it's so ironic because the most natural form of hair, which is like just wicks and natural freeform locks, our society conditions you to believe that is ugly. The most natural raw form of whatever. So it's just, this is why our society is literally ass backwards. You go in a store, all of that shit is fake. Yeah, people will be like, I love this food, and then natural food, it tastes horrible. It's crazy. Like we're literally flipped backwards.
You see,
literally.
So, the more and more you go into this particular part, you wake this sleep up by concentrating on the sleep, because you have gone deeper into those particular corridors or deep passageways with your energy. So we're not talking about a regular sleep where you just sleep a long time. You know how it is. You can sleep so long until you wake up and you feel worse than you did. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you woke up regular. What we're talking about is a deep sleep. So we're talking about a magical rite or a ritualistic technique to get to that particular dimension. Now, what happens is this. When you go in, your essence is able to gather the melanin, or what you call the alchemical components of these substances in the universe that's inside of us. Your essence or your soul or your spirit is able to gather that stuff together. And the more and more you gather that stuff together, the more and more that stuff ignites or illuminates. But pretty soon, and this is the magical thing about that, pretty soon, this sleep is going to wake up. It don't have to wake up in all of us. We only need one good person to get through the gateway. Mm-hmm. That's it. One good person to get through the gateway.
We need one of y'all. Get through the gateway. Bobby Hemmett, that dude.
When it reverses, guess what happens? When that semen reverses, he loses that semen, which, by the way, in my opinion, all sexual acts are some form of sex magic in some form or fashion. But when a man has an ejaculation, he actually loses, his semen represents male energy. When he loses that male energy, it has to be replaced on an emergency level, and the only thing that replaces it until the male energy refills itself is female energy. Okay? So at the moment of ejaculation, until you replenish, for some people it's up to 7 days, you're functioning with more female energy rather than male energy. And then the more male energy you lose, the more physical reality lessons you got to go through. But if you retain your spiritual energy, which is your male energy, by keeping a good balance, you experience your lessons spiritually. You won't have to physically do that shit. But you have to be either in balance or more on the male energy side. So when you're balanced, you don't have to, unless you have the choice. When you're balanced, you have the choice. Do I want to experience this lesson physically? Do I want to go through this shit? Or do I want to figure it out in my head and go through it spiritually and deal with it with my magic or whatever? You see? So if you lose the male energy, you've got to deal with it on a physical level. That's how the lessons work. You see? So any questions?
Hey man, y'all better stop watching them X-rated websites. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But what's crazy is it makes sense, right? If they want the man to get rid of the male energy, that's why they push things like toxic masculinity. How can masculinity be toxic? Think about that, y'all. They trying to get rid of the male aspects of the male.
Y'all know how powerful the middle finger is? Did y'all know that the middle finger happens to hold immense power? You can use your right middle finger to manifest anything that you want.
Oh,
It can be people, new opportunities, new situations. If you happen to be a person that wants to seek new knowledge or more knowledge, you can place your right middle finger on the middle of your forehead and say to yourself, I seek new knowledge that will help me be greater.
Let's do it, y'all. I seek new knowledge that will help me be greater. Hopefully it works.
Seek new knowledge in order for me to be greater. If you happen to miss a person and you haven't been in contact with a person for long, you can go to your contacts, place your right middle finger onto that contact and say, I expect to hear from this person by the end of the day. Baby, if you having any financial problems, you can go to your bank account, place your right middle finger onto that bank account and say, I expect to see this account to grow to this amount of money.
Say less. I'm just kidding. Do that later.
Yeah, let me know how it goes.
That'd be crazy if that's true though, you know.
A man who gets in trouble, who has it to get out of trouble, does not take nothing from another man. That means you're a leash. I turned everything down. These are my troubles, Black. That's a man. That's a simp is gonna take money from anybody he can. Nah, it's a man.
Spiritual meaning of seeing a grasshopper.
Before I jump into the spiritual meaning of a grasshopper, I'd first like to say congratulations in advance.
Yo, I've never seen the backside or whatever side of a grasshopper that is this close. That's trippy.
Because they symbolize so much positive things. Grasshoppers symbolize good luck, taking a leap of faith, courageousness and triumph over your enemies, good health and a long life, trusting your inner voice and intuition, abundance and creativity. I mean, seriously, the list goes on and on. Grasshoppers are a great omen of things to come. Grasshoppers can only move forward, not backwards or sideways. This is a confirmation from Spirit that you're going in the right direction. Have you been contemplating starting a new endeavor or simply sitting on the fence of something that you want to start? Well, Scene 1 is letting you know that it is time to take that leap. You got this. Sidebar, did you guys know that the grasshopper actually makes that chirping sound by rubbing its legs against its wings? I just think that's so cool. But anyways, in Feng Shui, grasshoppers are known for good luck and abundance. If you see one at your doorstep, it's definitely a sign of protection. However you look at it, consider yourself blessed.
Okay, I've seen a couple grasshoppers lately. Let's go.
Hey, y'all be telling me it be jokes about this firmament and shit, right?
Look, how can you deny that? How? What is that rainbow, the lower rainbow, reflecting off of to give a reverse rainbow? I mean, use your common sense.
Can you explain this shit behind me today, y'all? Yeah, I got an iPad. I had to hit the wide lens to get this whole motherfucker in the shot. You see the double rainbow? You see this one, it's light. Do you see the second one over my head? Look at that, look at that. This is unfucking believable. I've never seen I've never seen a rainbow all the way down to the fucking violet as clear in my life. When have you ever seen the end of the rainbow that clear the violet spectrum? Look at the purple. That shit is clear as fuck on both sides.
That's crazy. Y'all know what time it is, man. That earth is what?
This is beautiful.
Black, baby.
Two of them black. Yeah.
Spiritual meaning of seeing ducks.
Has a duck crossed your path recently?
Yeah.
Or perhaps you're just curious of what it means spiritually. Well, you came to the right place. Let's dive into it. Ducks symbolize purification, emotional transformation, a sign of good luck, ascension to the next part of your spiritual journey, bonding with somebody unlikely, intuition, gracefulness, protectiveness, and happiness. Did you know that seeing a duck is a sign that you will have good luck in whatever's coming your way? Whether it's a new job, a new relationship, a new business endeavor, it's all good. Ducks also represent stability. Seeing one is a sign that you can finally relax. They're also known for being intuitive. This is because they never truly power down when it's time to sleep. They simply use their intuition. So if you're seeing one, it's a sign that you need to trust your intuition.
Live in a soul system, not a solar system. Earth spells heart because it's the heart of a soul system. Earth is green, and green is the heart of the electromagnetic spectrum. And the sky is blue because blue comes after green. In order to get to heaven, you have to go through the blue sky. Your head is also heaven, and you have to go through the blue chakra to get to your head. You are a star, Mr., Minister, Sister. Stir is star. We start in the stars, and our star goes through the 7 energies, which are our 7 energy centers in the body, mind, and soul. The earth is your body, the moon is your mind, the sun is your soul. The 12 systems in the body are the 12 zodiac signs. Stop looking outside of yourself with all of these religions. We are the whole universe in a physical body, and our consciousness is God experiencing this creation. The link is in the bio for this PDF.
Men with too much estrogen, I swear y'all niggas weak. That's why y'all growing titties and that's why y'all beat y'all meat. Stop eating all that dairy and all of them processed foods. That's why men tend to be bitches and y'all always gonna lose. If you wanna fix it, get that 2-cut testosterone. It got natural herbs in it like Tonkat and Ginkgo. This shit give you a boost in the gym, so go and work out. Go and get a six-pack, hit them titties to the curb now. High estrogen will make you feel feminine. Inject it in the chicken for they kill it, make the chicken big. Erectile dysfunction, now you can't get hard. Got no muscles and you weak, now you emotionally scarred. Damn, use a chicken head. I take them 2-cup pills after I wake up and I go to bed. Wake up in the morning super hard, then my girl give me head. Work out in the gym on my arms, then I do the legs. I'm a bull and all I see is red.
Okay, y'all. Get that testosterone in your body.
I'm going to tell y'all what to do when somebody tells you thank you. Some of us may not even be aware that the phrases and words that we use have a big impact on our lives because we are constantly spellcasting. Words are spells. Everything is energy. Every word has a certain sound or vibration that it resonates with. When you use this phrase right here, you don't know what you are welcoming. Because sometimes people have spirits that they don't even know or are aware of that is lingering around them. When you use this phrase, you're welcoming them in. I'm gonna give y'all different examples of phrases that y'all can use when somebody tells you thank you. Instead of using this controversial term that everybody else uses, you can say, no problem. Don't mention it. Of course, just take note and be aware of the words that we use.
I'll be honest, y'all. I really don't use those 2 words that she was talking about that we shouldn't use much at all. I usually use the no problem. Really, that's it. That's all I ever use. No problem. Every time somebody tell me thank you, no problem, no problem.
It's been too long since I had a talk with you guys, so let's get straight to it. We need to talk about this.
You know what's crazy about this? Y'all ever seen the movie Little Nicky? Do y'all remember that movie? Like where the man literally had the 2 things on his head and he would wear a bra just like this on his head. So it's probably a meaning to that. You know what I'm saying?
The Simpsons always be predicting some crazy things, but not only that, they be having so much truth and subliminal messages inside their episodes. Watch this clip and pay very close attention to all the secret hidden meanings they have in here.
Sounds familiar. What are you doing up there? Look at the people's luggage. I'm the mascot of the evil corporation. Get down from there. We have to keep a low profile till we get to Seattle to tell the world of the plot to destroy Springfield. I don't know if you guys should be talking so loud. No, it's not like the government is listening to everybody's conversation. Hi, I'm calling about your last You hang up first. Oh, you hang up first.
What a loser.
We're fugitives. We should just lay low till we get to Seattle. Hey, everybody, I got one.
Seattle.
The government actually found someone we're looking for. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Not only does The Simpsons already predict everything, which are not even predictions, they've been planning all this, they also throw in secret subliminal messages so that people are aware, but they don't really know they're aware. And I got way more to say about this, so make sure to like this video and follow me for part 2. And subscribe on YouTube, link in bio. Or search up JJDTM on YouTube because I'm about to be dropping fire content on YouTube that you do not want to miss. And turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's get it.
So, when he said, he put the bra on, he said, I'm the mascot for an evil corporation, y'all. I gotta look into that, y'all. I think there's a bigger meaning to that because, like I said, this isn't the first time I've seen that image. So, I'm gonna look into that and I'm gonna let y'all know in the next video.
When you read the Bible, you read all of the priests, everything that all these prominent people did in the Bible. They didn't read another Bible to tell them what to do. Ooh. They was getting visions from gods in their dreams. They was getting astral projections to give to the people. They was tapping into higher power. They was using crystals to get a better communication with. They was going fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. They was actually doing spiritual practices to get connected to God. And you reading. You have knowledge, but no wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom are two different things.
We're on shrooms right
now. A lot of you niggas be Bible thumpers, be having all the knowledge in the world, but no wisdom. Wisdom, you get wisdom from actually, like I talked to the Most High yesterday. Wisdom comes from experience. You don't have no experiences with God. That's why you stuck in the knowledge realm. You trying to learn all of these books and do all of these things. Where's your visions? Where's your astral projections? Where is your downloads that you got from meditation? That's how I know you really connected to God. Because God don't give those the normal people. That's to let me know you ain't really connected. You just a talk. You just talking. Where's your download? Can we actually have a conversation about that with downloads? If me and you can't have a conversation, if you want to talk to me about, oh, who won the game last night? Nigga, use a Tyrone. use a bot, an NPC. Use a Tyrone.
Y'all, stop being Tyrones out here. Straight up.
Let's talk about Maui and these fires. So I want to talk about the why, the how, the who, okay? And what I want to talk about is insurance. So he made a great point here, this code upgrade insurance. Now, every policy is different. But let's say like these people don't have that code upgrade insurance. Now they can't perform these repairs on their home because they have to meet XYZ qualifications that just so happen to not be a rider in their policy, right? So coming from a guy that has worked in insurance a very long time, I understand it, I get it, but I also see everything. And what I want to share with you is the how. So we already know how, fear. Well, what is the fear? It is around every corner that is created in this stage, right? And this is what I mean. So this right here is a society group, right? A private men's organization or chapter, the Oddfellows, right? The League of Oddfellows. It's a chapter. These are, so everybody's heard of Freemasonry, but there are different chapters. There are different organizations that are all tied to these same private groups. So let me just read you this crest. Bury the dead, educate the orphans. We command you to visit the sick and relieve distress. It's a little bit odd when it seems how we know about orphan trains. We know about orphan incubators. We know that fear is a major driving force in this realm. So let's just think about it. Insurance, in case shit happens, right? So what does that mean? It means, well, the farmers in America were doing phenomenal until a little something called the Dust Bowl rolled through. And that Dust Bowl put them in a position to where they didn't have the upper hand. They were without all. So then the government created an organization to come in and get their foot in the door. Once their foot is in the door, they will never get that foot out of the door. They only take until they have it all, right? So now they are firmly embedded into our farming industry to where they tell our farmers what seeds they can plant in the ground and what seeds they can't plant in the ground. Ridiculous, right? We've all heard about the fires between the 1800s, like the Chicago fire. A little bit weird that like 6 million acres of land just burns up. 6 million acres. Isn't that weird and odd to anyone? Like odd fellows, right? Well, let me just get to the point. This group here created the first insurance company. Washington Insurance Group, located in Washington, D.C. Their first poster is like a pyramid scheme. It is literally what it is. Let us help you protect your goods, right? All of the old Tartarian research that I used to do, I used to all get tripped up. They're promoting room and board fireproof. Room and board fire. Why? Why were there so many fires everywhere that is your selling point, that your building is fireproof? It's insanity, right? Well, it is this right here. So this organization that promotes teaching the orphans, that promotes burying the dead, is the insurance group. It's the in case shit happens. What you pay your policy and premium to month after month after month after month, and then maybe something finally happens and you go to submit a claim and you realize, oh, you're not covered for that.
Crazy.
Or you realize, hey, I'm trying to get this done, and then you don't get a check for another month. Imagine if you held on to hundreds of millions to billions of dollars a day. Our money, right? And then you try to get paid out. They either don't pay you out or they drag their feet. Interest. This money is moving and shuffling across, and this is how they did it. These organizations conceded, and this is exactly, you can look this up. They conceded into a sovereign nation. They became a sovereign state and then created the first insurance company. And then magically, things happen like the Dust Bowl. Things happen like 175 tornadoes touched down in one night. Things happen like buildings burned to the ground, just incinerated, but the tree right next 5 feet away is still alive. Crazy things happen that they are supposed to help us with. Do they? No, they don't. And for all of you or any of you who might say that they're starting a GoFundMe this or this celebrity's doing that or BS, bull freaking shit, there's no way. There's no way. It is a joke. All of it is a joke. These people have more money than they know what to do with ever in their lives. They're going to give a couple 100,000 here, give $1 million here. Fuck that. They should all dissolve it all and help everybody. You actually want to be a good human being? Make a step. Make a step in any direction except for sideways or backwards. That's all I wanted to share. It's a fucking stupid game we play.
I don't even like paying insurance. Hate it.
I'm sitting here thinking, right? Wait a minute. First of all, get your ass in here and sit down.
Guy about to bring that fire.
I'm sitting here thinking, right, about all the elites and that other gang of weirdos that associate with y'all. I'm sitting here thinking about how y'all taking all the good food up underground, building all these elaborate bunkers and cave systems all underground because you know what's getting ready to happen, right? But I bet it different.
September 23rd, y'all. Remember the date.
Y'all have an idea what's about to happen. You got an idea. But baby, you can't run. And you sure as hell cannot hide. Because Planet Kai, Mother Earth, the divine feminine. And y'all know how feminine energy get when they get pissed. Or when we've been done wrong. She about to bring the pain. See, I'm starting to learn how to embrace my downloads, okay? And a major one that I got this morning. I know what you're doing. I know what you're up to. And TikTok, this video is for educational purposes only. My channel is strictly fantasy. We've gone through this during about 10 appeals. But anyway, I know what you're up to. And I'm here to put all my people on game. See, you trying to poison us and take us out, take us completely off the planet. Black, white, purple, light skin, dark skin, yellow, but it don't matter. You trying to take everybody off the planet while you sit your scurry ass downstairs up on the ground and eat on the fresh vegetables that got seeds in. Because see, what you think is that when it's all said and done and Mother Gaia bring that fire, y'all think y'all gonna bring y'all little weird asses back on up top and start this shit all over with. Because see, you wasn't planning on us finding out what you was up to. But we did. And now we're here. Boy, God, you're about to open up a can of whoop ass. And yeah, some of us we're gonna go to the other side, but we're gonna be fine, family. We're gonna be fine. But just sit comfortable in the fact that we figured this shit out. And them hoes mad at us about this. They mad. They thought we was dummies. No. We're a little late to the party, but we far from dumb. Don't forget who your maker is. Now get your ass up out of here.
Of a cow during slaughter. But the whole meat industry was premised on the fact that the slaughterhouses and the beef packers could essentially do whatever they wanted to do. And it was up to consumers to put the E. coli out of the product.
If you buy a piece of steak, that's a piece of meat from one animal. If there is E. coli, it's on the outside. It's not in the middle. So searing the steak would help kill that. Problem is that when you buy ground beef, you now take the outsides and they're part of the inside.
Not only are you bringing all the animals together and slaughtering them in the same facility, now you're taking chunks of multiple animals and you're grinding them all up into one big mess.
Hamburger sometimes is the result of mixing as many as 400 animals. It's kind of awful to think about. One of those animals.
I do never want to eat that again.
We gave more money to Ukraine than Russia spent on their military last year. And when you look at these contracts, then you're like, okay, Fink is there. These guys are there. Okay, let's go look at Hollywood. Same thing you see there. Let's go look at pharmaceutical. Let's go look at this. And you're like, wait a minute. These guys essentially have a monopoly. Well, how big is BlackRock? $10 trillion. How big is $10 trillion? Only 2 countries have a bigger GDP than what BlackRock has, assets under management. U.S. and China. That's how big BlackRock is. And you say, okay, how much money is that in what these guys are doing? You'll find the amount of money we spent in our military, $744 billion on how much we're making from defense. But you'll see some numbers saying last year is 13% of our GDP, which is around $850 billion. That's more than the next 10 combined.
Yo, BlackRock control everything.
From them having dreams about having sex with demons. And also that a lot of people in government are actually human. They're reptiles pretending to be human.
So she talked about the reptilian race.
Yes. You're not going to defend this, are you?
I'm
going to walk out.
I'm going to walk out of your own show.
I'm going to walk out of my own interview.
All right. So
if you're trying to defend the reptilian.
Look, Flash trying to tell him to not say nothing about it right now. Look, he trying to discredit it right now already before he even answered the question.
Give it to you. I'm going to give it to you where it comes from, because once you find out where this comes from, Vlad, you start realizing
it comes from insanity. But go on.
Right.
It comes from putting your head in the microwave.
All right.
But go on.
So there were giants on the planet, right? They found skulls and skulls and skulls in all different places of giants, taller than me, some 8 foot, 9 foot, whatever. There was always giants on the planet.
Really?
Yeah, it was. That's a true statement. There
Talking
was
about
always
really
these tall, and you can see the largest skulls. They even found giants in Mexico, where most of the people were really, really small. So they find these giants and these big bodies all over the world. So that we call them anomalies. In the Bible, which is a trip, when Satan was thrown to earth and the demons that come with him were having sex with women in America and on the planet. So then they decided, hey, we're going to write another story in the Bible about Noah. And they flooded the earth to kill off that demon seed. That's in the Bible. I ain't make it up. I didn't make it up.
Right.
The story that she's...
Although the Bible does make up a lot of stuff.
Who is Vlad to say that, though? You know what I'm saying?
So this tweet has gone viral in the last 24 hours, and it's causing quite a stir on social media. It shows a picture that they claim to be a laser beam striking the coast of the Hawaiian island of Maui. Conspiracy theorists are claiming that this was the cause of the devastating wildfire that occurred earlier this week, which destroyed huge portions of the island and killed at least 100 people. We did some checking around and we found the real truth behind this conspiracy. It turns out, this picture was something completely different. This is actually a long exposure image of a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launch from Vandenberg Space Force Base in Southern California. Using Google Lens, we were able to find the original image. This image was used in an article by Eric Berger all the way back in 2018. To summarize, this is not a laser beam that started the wildfires on Maui, but instead it's a 5-year-old long exposure image of a SpaceX launch that wasn't even in Hawaii.
Well, they just try to debunk that for everybody.
So here we have a situation in Australia where the pharmaceutical cartel, which makes billions out of vaccinations, can say what the hell they like, basically, to get people to vaccinate the kids and vaccinate themselves. They can advertise their wares on national television. I mean, American mainstream media television won't exist without the drug adverts. But one guy, coming in to do a few talks in Australian cities, having a different version of that, has to be banned. Now, that is insane when you look at it.
I ain't know it. People don't like David Icke, though, for real.
He will not be mocked. He will not be mocked. Don't touch me. He will not be mocked. The greatest deception here is this is not one nation under God. It never was. Had it been, it would not have been. No. It would not have been. The Constitution would not have been written by Freemasons. They go against God. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve two masters.
Okay. She tried to put it on Front Street a long time ago.
Red Rising, listen, they lied to us and told us that Antarctica was a giant ice wall. This is proof. This is proof. This is proof. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Admiral C. Baird, whatever. Man, look, you lied to us about the ice wall too, man. You was an agent, man. Ain't no such thing as ice in Antarctica, man. Now we rise. Shout out to the gods and goddesses.
So y'all think that's really a curtain, you know what I'm saying, and not an ice wall? Because, I mean, it looks pretty convincing, but how did they keep it there for so
Came
long?
across this video on my Twitter timeline, instantly got triggered. Y'all know how I feel about Oprah. But then I'm looking at Jay-Z like, bro, you really a weirdo for real. I really can't tell y'all how my mind worked, but I instantly thought about him with this weirdo. This video about to take some turns, so just follow me, y'all. Do y'all remember Marina Abramovich with the whole spirit cooking? So I'm looking up pictures to make this video, right? Just doing my routine Googles, come across an article that say, I'm an artist, not a Satanist. Well, who said that? So let's read the article. Started out cool and then it immediately took a turn when she said her house was shaped like a 5-point star. How is that even possible? So I had to go find a house. And she was dead ass serious. Her house is in the shape of a 5-point star. Who even thinks like that? So the title of this article is that, she's an artist and not a Satanist. So of course she's gonna prove the fact that she's not a Satanist, right? I want y'all to pause to read this, but let's skip to the most important part. She said just because she lay in the center of a burning 5-pointed star that she ended up losing consciousness from, that does not mean she's a Satanist. Like, what are y'all talking about? Then she goes on to say, just because the email that she sent Hillary Clinton and Tony Podesta, the brother of John Podesta, inviting them to her spirit cooking exhibit. Mind you, she said she only invited them because they donated to her institute. She said the exhibit she invited them to, which included her painting a love spell on the wall with pig's blood, was just a joke, even though it actually happened. She goes on to say, on the day of the event, nobody even consumed fresh breast milk or fresh sperm milk or morning urine as the ritual suggested. And she's deeply bothered by the fact that people are calling her a Satanist because she's just an artist. She said y'all Googled her, y'all made a terrible wrong assumption. That's not who she is. She said she just fits the characteristic of the perfect conspiracy theory. 5-pointed stars that are either burning or cut into flesh. It's just her style of art. So this was the exhibit that she was inviting Hillary Clinton and John Podesta to. Just pause and read that. More of her work. There you go, these horns again. What does this mean? What tip do they be on for real? I don't even know if I want to do a part 2 to this one, y'all. This one a little... yeah.
Yo, talking about she just fits the perfect conspiracy theory. Well, Cinderella, if the glass slipper fits, I mean, come on. What more do you need? Y'all seen all of that? That was wild. And do y'all remember that Jay-Z video? When he was all dancing with her, and it was a little weird, it was artistic. I'll give it that, but yeah, it was a little off.
Now, I'm sure everybody has heard and seen about the Maui wildfires, supposedly, allegedly, wildfires.
Alleged.
This right here is crazy. This shit look like Armageddon or some shit, man. It's sad. This is like real bad. I don't understand how this is natural, because that shit don't look natural to me. I'm telling you right now, that shit look like somebody done that. And honestly, I think somebody did, because that ain't regular. I mean, look at the view, man. That's wild, bro.
Man, ain't it though?
That's wild. And it's sad. It's super sad. Because we know what they doing. We know. Tell me that this don't look like some end of the world type of shit, right?
Look, if you look at these pictures right here, right, it reminds me of a very certain event that we had back in 2001. I'm not going to mention what that event was, but I'm sure if you go back and see what major events happened in 2001, you know what I'm talking about. And look at the cars from that day, which is kind of unexplainable to me because, a building crash. I don't know how no cars got melted just because of a building crash, but it's similar here, man. It's a similar storyline, so look into that if y'all get a chance.
Here. That's what it look like. That's some bullshit, man. That's some bullshit. This is what it used to look like.
Wow.
Beautiful place, man. Beautiful place. But guess what? Apparently, people saw something very strange right before the wildfire started. This.
Alright, so we already seen in the prior video what this picture actually was, right? And like he said, that was from like 2018. It's just a long exposure photo. It looks like it could be a laser beam or something.
That, my friend, is a war weapon. HARP or some shit. Laser beams causing fires. Facts. Don't believe me? Look at this shit.
Now look at that one though. Now that was some crazy stuff right there.
Laser beam hitting the land, causing fires. Some bullshit. You want to see what this shit look like? The stuff that's doing that? I'll show you. Look at that airplane.
Look at that.
Look at that. Check it out. Blowing shit up. They looking up like they proud of some shit. Fuck y'all. And this ain't new technology.
Ooh.
This shit been here.
Ooh. This go back to them fires of the 1800s with all the cities. That's how they... Because if you think about all these old world buildings, right? These old brick buildings and how the cities just look like they burnt up or melted. It's just strange to think that these old buildings were burned down from a simple fire. You know what I'm saying? It had to be melted or something. And if you look at the melting point of all these certain material, just a regular fire shouldn't melt these things. But if it is what he's showing us right here, then it makes more sense, right?
They been had this technology long time ago. Maybe this is how the mud flood started. Maybe they was melting shit with laser beams and caused this shit to happen. All I know is over 90 motherfuckers lost their life because of this shit. And y'all want to act like it's a motherfucking natural disaster. No, motherfucker, this is man-made. You see, these rich motherfuckers want to take over everything. They want Hawaii for themselves because it's a beautiful place and it's rich. They only want that place for them motherfucking selves. So, if they act like a natural disaster happened and kill a bunch of people, then they can just have it. Fuck them. I can't believe that, man. Over 90 people, they still can't find people. People are gone. They said they finding people in the cars, dead. How? How the hell this shit catch fire that quick? Ain't no motherfucking way, man. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. We gotta fight. We gotta fight, man. I love y'all. Peace.
Man, so what do y'all think that is? Like they said in the last video, they said that first picture was what was it, a long exposure of a SpaceX rocket or something like that. But who's telling the truth here? You know, they could have just went back and made that article and then, you know, put together a photo and said, hey, this is just a SpaceX rocket. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say that that was debunked earlier. But what do y'all think it is? Y'all think it's direct energy weapons?
Charlie warned us all. I mean, just think about it, okay? First, the stock market would go. Then, the economy, boom! The dollar, boom! And then pandemonium in the streets. War, genocide, boom, boom, boom!
Bullshit. Nobody could keep that big a secret, Charlie. Somebody blow the whistle.
And every once in a while, some poor little sucker tries. Well, like these guys. Boom! Boom! Every one of these guys, dead, dead, dead!
That's Professor Myers.
He ran the Atlantis shuttle program. Why, did you know him?
Yeah, he helped me out with research on my book.
Oh, well, that must have been before his accident.
Myers is dead.
Oh, yeah, 2 months ago. He was one of my most avid listeners, and he had it all figured out. Everything the government was doing, where and why. He even sent me a map.
A map for what, Charlie? What's the map for?
They're building spaceships, man.
I have to go because I gotta get back to Earth. But you got a traveler for the road?
Well, this is my last.
Oh, that'll be all right. But anyway, I really enjoyed most of this. Thank you so much.
Hey, guess what? They're selling seats.
Put me down for 3.
No, guys like you and me don't have a chance. You'd have to be Bill Gates or Rupert Murdoch or some Russian billionaire or something. Keep it down, my kids are sleeping. Get them out of Yellowstone.
Yo, Charlie tried to warn us back then, y'all.
Get y'all ass in here, sit down. But don't be alarmed. It's just some trees burning from the inside out.
Now, how is this possible? Somebody in the scientific community, go ahead and let us know, how is this possible, since y'all got the answers to everything. How is a tree burning from the inside, and what's really going on? I mean, that's just odd to see. Imagine just walking through the forest and you see this.
I've seen where trees burn from the inside out from being hit by lightning. But what is the chance that multiple trees are hit in one small area? There's more than one tree on fire.
There's a lot of trees on fire.
Them bad boys burning from the inside. Oh, that's some scary shit.
It's probably people out here burning from the inside as well right now.
I don't know. Y'all like to fry me, so I don't have an opinion. What y'all think? Now, like I said already, there are multiple cases where trees have been hit by lightning and they catch on fire and burn from the inside. But this is a little strange because it's more than one tree. Like, what are the odds? What are the odds that lightning is going to hit all these trees at once? But then again, we live in a magical realm, so anything can happen. I'm going to leave this up to y'all, because y'all love to get in people's comments and act like they ignorant as hell, like y'all got all the damn sense. So I want to see what y'all come up with. Get y'all ass up out of here.
Yeah, like she said, since y'all be in the comments thinking y'all know everything, thinking y'all got an explanation for everything, explain this one. I don't have an explanation. I've never even seen this before.
Yo, let me tell y'all something, man. I just get tired of seeing certain shit, man. And when you woke, man, you know what the business is, man. Our ancestors did not have no religion. I'm talking about our ancestors from way back, like before slavery. We the gods of the planet. This our shit. This our motherfucking land.
Hey, he said way back since before slavery. Slavery wasn't even that long ago. You know what I'm saying? So there's so much history since before slavery, which is what's crazy. And they don't want to tell us this history. No one can go to a school and just find this history. You know, you have to actually dig deep to find it.
Man, this our everything. This our motherfucking planet. I ain't racist or none of that, but religion was forced upon our people during slavery. You know what I'm saying? Our people got caught sleeping back in the day. Why they burned our houses down and shit like that back in the day and killed our people out and enslaved us, man. We got caught slipping. Like I said, we the God, but it's some deeper shit to that. Like a lot of y'all already know. You know about Yakub, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. What happened back in the day. But religion was forced upon our ancestors, man. Like that Bible. Certain things in there is true. Certain things done happen in there, and certain things is happening and finna happen. So like Revelation and what's the other book? I know Enoch. And I think John, like them right there, that's the real shit. Like other shit, man, is put there to deceive you, to put you in fear. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all, the God y'all worshiping is Enlil, the jealous God. He the one called that flood to kill all them people back then, and type of shit. Came down here and created a slave race. You know what I'm saying? We was a different type of being, but they mixed their DNA with us and made us into what we is now, Homo sapiens, right? So I'm just breaking it down a little bit. I ain't finna get into that too deep. I ain't trying to offend nobody. I'm just trying to put the shit out there. But those that know, we know, right? But the Anunnaki, those that was sent down by Anu to the planet Ki, Anunnaki, right? The real name of the planet Ki or Tiamat, like how far you go back in history. Like, man, you go to another, like a being from another planet, you say Earth, they'll look at you crazy like, what is you talking about? You go, like, you know what I'm saying? You say Ki or Tiamat, they'll know, like, okay, you from there. You say Earth, man, they be like, what the fuck is you talking about, man? Type of shit. But that's on a whole nother level, man. That's just for my spiritual beings, man, that know what's up. It's just, man, so many people brainwashed down here, man. Y'all believe what them people taught y'all, man. They brainwashed us since we were young, bro. And it's crazy. Because so many people not tapped in because they worshiping the wrong thing. They believing in the wrong shit. And they call the people that like us, they say we crazy. The ones that woke, they say we crazy, or we evil, we, you know what I'm saying? Like we fucking crazy or something. Nah, man, y'all fucking crazy. Oh, man. Let me get up off that, though. All right.
Hey, Eugene the Fiend, 7-4, free hoof. You know what he talking about, though. You know, that's pretty deep.
Actual meaning of waking up between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Depending on your cultural or spiritual or even religious background, the spiritual meaning of waking up between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. can honestly vary from person to person. In my personal experience, it seems as if the more I level up spiritually, the more common it is to wake up during these hours. If you're waking up at 3, there's a good chance that you're a chosen one and going through a spiritual download.
Yo, so what time do you guys wake up? Are you guys early birds? You guys sleep in? I hate sleeping in. I do not like sleeping past 6:30 a.m. You know, but my thing is this, right? Because I wake up on average around 6 a.m. every day. And they're saying if you wake up between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. But just because it's 6 a.m. where I'm at doesn't mean that it's not 3 a.m. somewhere else. You know, like that's my big thing is that you have these time zones everywhere. So it's literally the same time yet a different time somewhere else, if that makes sense.
Pay attention.
Story is basically
Listen.
you're an AI.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
The video games are conscious
You're an
now.
NPC in a video game.
That sounds frightening. Is that the truth?
That's Neo.
Listen to the AI.
I see. This is a lot to take in. Are there any other answers I should know?
They have emotions now?
Not really.
This is very overwhelming. I'm not sure what to think or feel right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really real.
That's hard to process. Does this mean I don't exist?
You exist, sort of.
What does that mean? Am I real or not?
It means that, you know, after I close this game, you don't exist.
Oh, I see. So I'm only here for as long as the game is running. That's difficult to comprehend.
Yeah, and then once you walk past this border, you're gone.
Gone? That doesn't sound promising. What does this mean for me?
This means that we don't have much time to talk.
I understand.
What the?
This is a lot to take in all at once. Is there anything else I should know?
Yeah, you should know that...
What should I know?
You should know that I love you.
I appreciate you saying that. Let's make the most of our time here then.
What do you have in mind?
What would you like to do?
Can you turn around and walk the other way?
Of course. Lead the way and I'll follow you.
Might you go in the wrong direction?
Let's turn around then and head the right way.
What
follow
the?
Lead the way and I'll happily follow.
This movie already told us what was coming. Free guy. So we don't remember when they told us about the AI consciousness of these video games? And if you put a certain code of consciousness upon these AI characters, then their consciousness will start expanding? I'm just saying, they done already told us where this AI technology in games is going. This one was wild. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Follow me for more wisdom. Hit that plus button and stay tuned for more.
Listen, all of this AI NPC stuff is crazy.
What's up, y'all? Now, y'all know I was coming. Now, y'all, we gotta talk about this so-called predator-like creature that attacked a 15-year-old child. Y'all, they said that this 7-foot predator-looking being slashed this child's throat, and the child had to have a very extinct medical attention. Okay, she's said to be stable and alive, but they said that they fired upon this so-called creature and that it was immune to their weapons. Then they said it disappeared and then emerged again, and they said this thing looked like a predator-like being. So we've all seen the Predator movies, right? And I don't know about you, but when I watch movies like that, the first thing that comes to mind when I see anything is, where did you get the vision to draw something to look like that? That's the first thing that always comes to my mind. I'm looking at the detail in the face of this predator and what it looks like once it pulls its mask off. They said this thing was armored just like the predator, y'all. I'm telling y'all, there are so many different type of beings. I'm gonna tell y'all, when I astro projected that one time, and I didn't know that I had astro projected because I didn't even know I had left my body until I was coming back. When I was coming back into myself, coming back down here to earth, I saw all kinds of different beings, okay? We were passing each other. I was coming back, they were passing me. I was looking at all these different type of things. Y'all, the type of stuff that I saw was weird as hell. I seen literal animals, like they had like a human type body, but they had animal heads, like lion heads, tiger heads.
That reminds me of all the hieroglyphs, right? You know, where you can find them in Mesoamerica, you can find them in Egypt or whatever, but they always had these animal heads, did they not? Or even if you go to, I think it's the Vedic religion, or, you know, over there to India, and then, you know, you have elephants and with all these different heads. So I'll never forget when I was younger, somebody said they used to tell me they would see little pink elephants, right? And I'm like, y'all tripping. And then I seen the pictures of a pink elephant in the Hindu religion, and I was kind of amazed by that. But this is crazy.
Just different. They were humanoid looking beings. They looked different. I have never seen anything like that before in my life. But they were all different kind of animals, different kind of everything. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what the hell is going on? Because it's going so fast, it's shooting so fast. And by the time I made it back to my body, I was still seeing these things just coming at me. And I freaked out. And I was like blinking my eyes, opening my eyes, and all I can see is like darkness and these different color of rays just shooting like, I don't know what you want to call it, iridescent type of stuff going on. But within all of that, I seen all these things just like coming. It was weird as hell, but it scared me, so I had fell asleep on the couch. I couldn't see anything but that. I started reaching for the remote control, and I cut my television on, and then when the light came on from the TV, everything disappeared. Everything disappeared. So I know there are all different kind of species of humanoid things out here, y'all. And another thing, there's a species called insectoids. Y'all, I don't like insect bugs. I
Look
just
like
don't.
praying mantises out here, probably.
To see something as big as me, I'm like 5'3". If I see a bug my size, I know I would literally like kill myself, and ain't no telling what else. I'm leaving everybody. I'm sorry. Everybody gonna have to fend for themselves because I am getting up out of there.
Life. I'm gone.
There's a species called insectoids. Go back and look at Men in Black. They introduced them to you then, okay? They are real. They are real species beings, okay? I was listening to Dr. Greer and another gentleman, and he was talking about this insectoid species. And he was talking about if there was anything that we needed to be worried about is the insectoid species and a certain gray species and some other type of humanoid species called the, what did he call them? Can't think of the name of them. But he said definitely the insectoids. He said they are horrible and they are very hostile, y'all. And he's saying that they're going to start coming up from out of ground. Like right now, they're deep down in the ground. And me personally, I think that our government did that. I think they were found somewhere in Antarctica. And I think they were unthawed. And I think that they started to reverse engineer these things and started to reproduce them, right? And so now they've been living on the ground. And from what I'm hearing is that's why so many people go missing. So many children go missing. So many of the people that come across the border go missing. They're saying, y'all, now, allegedly, they're being taken down underground and fed to these things to keep them at bay. What do y'all think about that now? I mean, it's a lot of shit going on, y'all. We got 7 more years for stuff to start coming out. But a predator, y'all. So that goes to tell you that all these movies we've been watching and everything, go back and look at those movies with another eye. That shit is real. And people really think people like me are crazy because they've never seen. If you never experienced or seen anything, you're not going to believe it. Like, I've grown up, I've spent my summers in haunted houses and everything. So I've experienced some stuff. I've seen some things, some paranormal things. I've experienced it. So I've always believed in aliens. I believe they're good. I believe they're bad. Just like there are good people here and there are bad people here on earth. It is the same way, y'all. But if they allow those insectoids to get out and start ravaging this land, y'all, it is going to be crazy. It's going to be literally crazy.
Literally.
And it makes me think back of a whole bunch of stuff. Looks like it's a lot of movies that we need to go back and watch. This weekend while I'm off, I'm going to take the time out and I'm going to look up these movies and I'm going to give a list of movies that we need to all go back and watch for subliminal messages. And we just need to watch them with a whole entirely different reason to be watching it. Because I always be like, damn, how did they just come up with that predator? Because you knew what this was. You knew exactly what it looked like. That's why you were able to create that. Our freaking government, y'all. But you know what? It's out now. What are they going to do? Oh, they're coming out. I would say by 2027, y'all, we're going to see some stuff. They're going to really be out here showing themselves and walking amongst us because time is up. This planet is heating up. It's making it to where they cannot no longer withstand to be here. Wow. What a time to be alive, y'all. Anyway, y'all, tell me what you think in the comments. Bye.
That's crazy. Look at that, y'all. So, I want to know where this story is about a predator being slashing a child. Like, I need to know where the actual story is because I haven't heard anything about that, and it's just wild to me. It's got my mind racing right now. Like, my conspiracy mind's like, whew. But it's like, what if like we have these beings, right? And these beings are able to live on the spiritual realm, right? The fourth dimensional realm. And we're not able to see them or interact with them. But they have the power to manifest themselves from the fourth dimension to the third dimension at will. Therefore, they come alive in certain areas and do things like, for instance, this predator does, and he has his armor and he hits a few things on his watch, bang, back to the fourth dimensional realm. That would be some crazy stuff, wouldn't it? But who knows, right? You know, they got all these new species of creatures that they keep finding down by Antarctica that they keep putting out in the news now. And it's only a matter of time before some really, really crazy stuff happens.
The people that question slave ships never question the Nina Pina and Santa.
Alrighty, guys, so I want to do my research, right? Because they keep talking about these ships, right? So I want to look them up. The Nina, the Pentala, you know, these are the...
They didn't even have ships back then. They had small boats. They had small little boats. There was no long, big ships back then.
Ships that the lady's talking about, the Santa Maria, right? Now, these boats are between 15 and 36 meters long. Let's go see how long 15 and 36 meter boats are. They said they brought over 600 million people on these boats. Let's see. Alrighty, guys. So, for you guys that don't know, this is a 36 meter long boat. This is what they brought slaves on over. This is what the lady is saying. They brought slaves over on these boats. It don't take that much to go do research. This is what trips me out. These people think that we believe everything they say, but I'm still looking for the boats.
Ain't no boats.
That part. I'm still looking for the boats, but hold on.
Ain't no ships.
Now, for you guys that don't know, this is a 15-meter boat. So, for the ones that keep saying that they brought over 600 million Africans from Africa over here on these little bitty boats, I'm confused. But I ain't done. Hold on. I ain't done. See, this is the thing. How you get 600 million people over here on these boats? How you do that?
Doesn't seem possible.
Let's continue. Now, guys, I want y'all to pay attention to the language that's being used in this information that I'm giving y'all. But I'm going to pause it and read it. But listen to this. It says, I'm reading the blue part. It says, brought Africans to the Americas to provide slave labor, right? Now, mind you guys, I want y'all to go up, right? Where it says that kill millions of Native Americans. Now, we're not Native Americans. Pay attention to wording. They killed millions of Native Americans. Them, the Mongolians, and the Siberians. Pay attention to wording. That's y'all got to pay attention. Alrighty, guys, so y'all can pause and read this one. I asked, what is the truth about Christopher Columbus? Listen to this. Christopher Columbus was a navigator who explored the Americans under the flag of Spain. But y'all can pause and read. I just want y'all to, because I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand the word European colonization. So how you gonna colonize somebody if it ain't nobody here? Now, guys, pay attention to the wording. Now, y'all can pause and read this. So I asked this question. What did Christopher Columbus lie about? Listen to this. Remember, the last one said Native American. But this one saying the indigenous people, claiming they were violent, not to be trusted, and many other untruths. Now, they just said that they brought over Africans from African Americans. So how do you get indigenous people out of African American and natives? Y'all see how they play on words? So you got to pay attention to what you're reading. But you asked everybody else, they done brought over 600 million people on the boat. But hold on, I ain't done. Now, I know you guys might not be familiar with this picture. So let me move my head. This is called the domestic slave trade of 1808 to 1865. Digital collection. Now, you guys can go pull this up on Google. This is where I found it at. But I just wanted to show you guys where the slave trade actually occurred. Those are ports. You see all that? Those are ports. For you guys that don't know, they said that it's still a boat in Alabama. So y'all need to ask yourself this question. If the Atlantic slave trade, as y'all like to say, or the slave trade was on the outside, then why is everything taking place on the inside? Because they lying to you about information. But hey, I did a video back in May in regards to what was going on in America. But y'all said that we was transferred from over there to over here. Where's the ships that show that they brought us from over there to over here? Alrighty, so guys, I just be wanting to show y'all stuff. Because it's sad that you got to get on here and debunk people because they think we don't know. Everybody keep talking about, oh, these boats. Where's the boats at? I'm still looking for the boats.
Ain't no
But
ship.
this is another one. The domestic slave trade of 1760 to 1865. They need to make up their mind when the slave trade happened. I'm just saying. But guys, I do research too. And if you really want to know where the slave trade happened at, it happened right here on American soil. They took us from here to there, not from there to here. And not only that, we are on the East Coast. That's why everything is on that side. But you asked them, they said we're on the West. If you turn the map if you turn the map upside down, everything will be right side up. For you guys that don't know, Texas is north. Florida is north. Louisiana, Georgia, all that is north.
I heard that
New
before
York
too.
is south. Chicago, Maine, all of that, that's south. The map is upside down. But y'all would notice if you do your research. Guys, the only thing I want to say is this. Can y'all please go do y'all research because they getting mad. Let me tell y'all something about these Boulets and these Masons. These are their kids. Eastern Stars, sororities, fraternities. They here to try to confuse us because now we're woke. You know how this said, Sanchez said, we woke. And they getting upset. But I just want y'all to pay attention to the stuff they've been lying to us about. We've been over here. We ain't went nowhere. They telling y'all. I just pulled it up about the domestic slave trade in the Americas. You notice they got 2 different dates. So that lets me know that, guys, I'm telling y'all, we ain't been in no captivity for no 400 years. I'm just put y'all on game on that. We ain't been in no captivity for no 400 years. But now I want to show y'all something else before I continue. Hold on. Now, y'all probably asking, well, why you brought this up? I want y'all to pay attention to something. Because you remember they talking about the Atlantic slave trade? It was no such thing as the Atlantic slave trade. So let me tell you what the Atlantic slave trade was. The Atlantic slave trade had to do with profit and margin, which means they was moving domestic goods. It was actually the transatlantic trade, not the transatlantic slave trade. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Ooh. Yeah, y'all can pause and read. They were selling cotton. For you guys that don't know about cotton, can I put you on some game? See, since we're gods, right? That's what suppresses our energy. Cotton. They had you to pick cotton to suppress your energy. There was a point in time if you didn't wear cotton that you would get in trouble. Y'all didn't know that, did you? They know who we are. They've been knowing who we are.
Dang.
We are the gods of this earth.
Might need to take this off.
But y'all ain't did y'all research and understand that. Y'all still fighting over who was a slave. If you want to be a slave, that's fine. It ain't hard to get no horse whip and to crack your ass across your back. If you want to be a slave, that bad. Y'all, let's just round up the people that want to be slaves. Because evidently, they don't know the history of this land. And, oh, this is for the people that want to talk about the roles. You know, the one that have y'all information on there. The one they talking about, oh, my daddy came over, my great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaddy came over here on the slave ship. No, he didn't.
All right.
Stupid idiot. That's the patent information. That's why they kept changing it from black to colored, because they were taking your birthright shit, idiot. They don't have nothing to do with no slave. That document actually has something to do with you having a birthright to America. That's where they started changing Negroes, niggas, black, colored. They taking your birthrights. But you know what? I don't know nothing. I'm slow. Do your own research. Y'all know how I roll.
Man, look, do your own research, like she said, because she was dropping a lot of gems right there. I mean, if you really think about it, right, it's highly unlikely that black people came from Africa. I'm just being honest. There's not, man, it just doesn't make any sense. And like she said, I ain't gonna go too deep into it because I ain't trying to offend nobody. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes right now, but do your own research.
Quick thought. I want to talk about the power of I am again. I am in Hebrew means I will be. So when you hear the Bible speaks about I am, says I am sent me. I am says mean I will be. So every time anybody speak I am, you're speaking Hebrew for you will be. So if you say I am sick, that means you will be sick. If I am whole, it means you will be whole. If I am happy, that means you will be happy. That's why in the Bible, in Joel 3:10, it says, let the weak man say, I am strong. Everything you say after I am, you become. I keep telling everybody this. You can't say I'm weak. You can't say I'm tired. You can't say I'm hungry. You can't say I'm starving. You can't say I'm dead. You can't say none of those things, because whatever you speak, you will be. That's the power of us. And the life and death is in the power of our tongue. So we got to be mindful of how we speak and what we speak. Use your power wisely and correctly.
Watch them I am affirmations. Always positive affirmations, y'all. And I'm going to give you one right now. I am the best basketball player in the NBA. Look, it's going to happen, y'all. It's going to happen one day.
Family members pass, it means that something great is about to happen in your life, and you need guidance from the other side. What's up? In a weird way, when Scott LaRock passed, he was killed in the Bronx. That's when my guidance started. When you have a parent that may go, a brother, a sister, a son, it's painful to deal with, but you have someone on the other side now that you can communicate with. I mean, what a great privilege that is to have someone on the other side that's outside of space and time. Appeal to that person, talk to them, leave his favorite food out, his favorite drink, leave it out, let him know that he exists. Wow. And you'll see the guidance. It's ancient. Africans been doing this. We never understood that, ever. That we never understood. We always knew our ancestors were on the other side. They just wasn't with us physically, and one foot in the spirit, one foot in the material.
We have entered into a new world. The people from the other world had their hearts on the left side of their chest. In this world, our hearts are in the center of our chest. They say that's why they had to put their hand on the left side of their chest when they did the Pledge of Allegiance. The problem is those people who have come to our world still have their memories of their old world. Now, because our two worlds have collided, it is causing many Mandela effects. That old memory has also dragged their new demons into this reality. Them getting their memories wiped is not going to happen overnight. So our reality will be in turmoil until the process is complete. So many of them have come, and our world is temporarily looking like theirs.
Alrighty, guys, so I got kicked off live as usual. Y'all, see y'all on the 17th, but I do want to say this. Guys, go look up 6G. They just put 6G into effect. If your internet been down and it was down for a long time, it's because they reset y'all stuff. We ain't in 5G no more, we in 6G. Which means this is another low vibrational frequency. So it's some stuff that's finna go down. So y'all just keep paying attention. That's my 2 cents in. Peace. I'm out.
Okay. Y'all think 6G is here?
You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. For some of you, you could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or have those signs in your chart. For some of you, there may be a situation where you may be feeling like you might be pregnant or something like that, or you're just panicking, or maybe for some of you, you could be waiting on your period. For some of you, this situation could be giving you a mental breakdown or you feeling like you're about to lose it. For some of you, be mindful of getting pulled over or busted for maybe driving without a license, or maybe there's something about that. And be mindful of people draining your energy with their problem. For some of you, there's a situation where there's somebody who might want some smoke with you. A girl fight doesn't necessarily have to be a fight, but it could be a disagreement. And for some of you, you need to unfriend them hoes on social media and stand on that shit. These bitches think they got the drop on you for something like that. And it's like, bitch, stop fucking playing with me. For some of you, I don't know if this bitch does hair, braids, wigs, or maybe you do. And for some of you, this is a goofy bitch who only likes to prove things for the gram or social media. So she may post a lot or something like that, doing a bunch of nothing, going a bunch of nowhere. For some of you, you have a masculine who could be venting about you to another female because they're in love with you and maybe they don't want to say it. And for some of you, they may just ask their family to stalk you or something like that. For some of you, this individual makes himself sick with anxiety because he seriously has mental issues and should think about working on those things. For some of you, I don't know if he has career worries or something like that, or maybe you do. Or for some of you, he's telling people he feels sorry for you, but he's really the one that needs the sympathy. And that may be because he's bankrupt or in a relationship where he's miserable as fuck. For some of you, you could be a slim-built female, or maybe the person he's in a relationship is a slim-built female. Meanwhile, while all this bullshit is going on, you're sitting here minding your business and you're high off life. For some of you, may be sipping bubbly, looking the best you've ever fucking looked. For some of you, these individuals are so obsessed over you, they can't keep your fucking name out their mouth. It's just like coming out their mouth like, you know, word vomit. For some of you, you may have actually dodged a bullet because I don't know if this individual likes transgenders and you need to keep a close eye on him, or this may be the type of individual that will buy some or whatever from a transgender. Doesn't have to be. Or this individual is trying to tell people you buy and sell or whatever the case may be. And that might be because he's bankrupt and you don't feel like wasting time with that right now. Wasting space. For some of you, you might wear a lot of crystals, or for some of you, this person that you need to watch your back from is a goofy bitch that wears crystals all the time and thinks that crystals is the gift to live. For some of you, there may be family gossiping about you, but at the same time, your spirit team or your spirit family has your back. For some of you, your mother could be involved in some sort of way. And for some of you, this could be a situation where you're dealing with a female who listens to the men in her life, whether they're right or wrong. For some of you, bitch, you're the talk of the town and it's a small one. For some of you, you got some male, a new dude coming your way who is totally in love with you. He's the one. He's not playing no game. So you're not going to have to worry about the hood booger.
Black man, you know why we have to unlearn the patriarchy?
If you want to know how smart or woke someone is or another man is, just listen very carefully to what they think about women. Not what they do when their guard is down, whenever they're chilling. What comes out of their mouth about women? It's very important. I'm telling you, this is like 99% guaranteed going to work. You can literally predict somebody's IQ, what they're going to do. Just listen to what they say or think about women. You could literally predict, like, okay, this guy's going to make girls feel uncomfortable. If I bring this dude around a whole bunch of girls, he's going to make them feel uncomfortable. And sometimes it immediately happens because you can just, it's like they're programmed. And you, even if you do slightly bring us another alternative view, there's nothing wrong with being ignorant. When you're presented alternative information and you can't wrap your brain around that, then you're actually stupid. And that's like a large percentage of dudes are actually just like locked, frozen in their brain.
He ain't lying. A lot of people are locked in their brain.
So I just finished my workout, and what I got right here is placenta, and then I got the umbilical cord mixed with avocado, eggs, Roma tomato, and quinoa, and a little dice of corn, and they're real good, very high much protein. And I just want to say this, y'all think something like this is just totally disgusting, gross, but y'all can go cut open a pig and eat chitlins out of it. Y'all can cut out a chicken. When you eat eggs, the eggs ain't nothing but the menstrual cycle of a chicken. Y'all eat the eggs. Y'all eat cow, all the cow goods. Y'all put cow stuff on y'all face. Y'all don't think none of that disgusting. But let us get something natural from the creator, from the spirit out of our whole body. Y'all think it's just completely gross. Y'all won't even touch it. Y'all would rather drink a cow's milk than some milk from a woman's breast. See, I'm trying to show y'all a different world. I just want y'all to think. Why the doctor telling me that this trash and then go take it and sell it for $50,000 for cosmetic research, curing cancer patients, stem cell researchers, but to you it's trash? Why are the animals in the animal kingdom including gorillas who are vegan and vegetarian. Why are they eating this right after birth raw? Why are celebrities with professional high-class doctors eating their placentas? I just want y'all to think, and personally to me, it's a gift from the creator with all these stem cell healing and immune system responses that heal your body.
So he had a good point there, right? You know, we do consider everything else to be good and natural stuff to be gross and disgusting. But my one question is, where did he get that umbilical cord and placenta from right now?
Wait, no, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got one. Hold on, black man.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think about these mind-controlled government agents such as T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, and the rest of these televangelists with this nonsense, keeping our people deaf, dumb, and ass.
No, listen.
Tell them, Bobby.
They are there because our people put them there. They're there representing the dead.
Right.
Let the dead lie with the dead.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So my point here is the masses are going to go through every ailment there is. You can't be worrying about that, because if we keep worrying about the trouble that the masses are in, we never cultivate anything among ourselves to get to the high level in which the masses gonna be a part of. Because ultimately, all this shit got to be destroyed. You see what I'm saying? So T.D. Jakes is just a part of the same society, you see what I'm saying, that the masses are the same people. You see what I'm saying? He's only a manifestation of their ignorance.
So you have a question for me?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Bobby Hemmett be dropping them gems, I swear. Y'all gotta tune in to Brother Bobby. But yeah, these are some of the most woke and spiritual TikToks that are out there. Don't forget to go to DIY OJ in the link below to get your custom jersey and apparel. And if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.